How do I take the chat away? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. What I can have the chat here. Give me a second. So if I need to look.
This is my dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good girl.
What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today we are doing another episode of the pod.
A live stream, obviously.
For all you guys to watch. And Twitch, I need to put you back up. There you go. And just so you guys know, we are redoing this episode of episode 23 because the computer decided to just make it disappear.
Yeah, it didn't disappear. There's so much of it that you can't understand what's happening.
No,
that's what happened.
There's 4 seconds for the first part.
Okay, yes.
And part 2 is like 40 minutes.
No, it's an hour and 40 minutes. Part 2, for some reason, is an hour and 40 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But I'm saying there's so much of it. Like, there's so much audio in the clip that you can't understand what's happening. It's like fully...
yeah. It's redlined. Yeah. The gain was too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start the podcast.
Yeah, now we're starting the podcast.
Okay.
Oh, now we're starting.
Yes.
The live stream.
These guys, they're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't see it happen, but we need to still,
Yeah. Have to record it. You want to turn that on? It's gonna mess up the audio, Chris.
I'm just aiming it up and down.
Okay.
Or something. I'll turn that one on too real quick.
You got this.
Should I turn it on? He's turtling. Chris, you're embarrassing yourself in front of the non-existent Twitch people. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't do that.
Oh. Is there? How do you turn this on?
Okay, just turn it.
There you go.
Clockwise all the way to the clock. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Be careful.
Oh, you don't want to. Oh, I didn't even see any.
Yeah, I know, Hove. That's why I said.
Jeez.
Okay. That was quite the leap.
Oh, thanks. I'm good at like not swimming, but climbing and running. I'm pretty good. Like.
All right. We ready?
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 23 of the podcast.
This episode is a redo due to technical difficulties. So we're just back at it again, like a crack addict in the basement.
Yeah, and today we have a special guest joining us.
I'm not that special, but thank you.
This is Edmund we have. It's Hove's roommate.
Yes.
And he's proven to be a real cool guy. You know, he's very open-hearted, and we just thought we'd shoot this shit on the pod.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys for having me on.
Definitely, man. Anytime.
That's some really good Nescafe coffee.
Hell yeah!
Gracious host right here.
Of course, Casa de Chris.
Yeah, morning coffee. That's the thing we mention on the podcast a lot.
Yeah,
that because we do these in the morning, so you do need coffee.
You wake up like literally, we roll out of bed to do this. You know. So we need coffee.
I was just talking to Chris about having coffee and smoking some pot together. Good balance,
Yeah, it's a great balance. It's fucking amazing balance.
Yeah, it's perfect because you're going to have breakfast anyway, right? So you might as well get a little hungrier. But you still need to wake up.
And you need your greens. Remember, your parents always say, eat your greens.
Yeah.
Consume your greens.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't worry. These are marked as explicit, so everyone knows what they're getting into.
But you can't really show it. In here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can't show it.
No,
you can't show what you're doing off camera.
But it's implicitly they know.
I might be acting. They don't know.
Right.
It might
I
be
didn't
fake.
see anything in there.
Yeah,
Either.
we don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Can I hit that nothing that's in there?
Yeah, you just have to
I
do it
have to go
over
around?
to that nothing side.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go into the black void here.
Let me just go over the nothing and give you nothing. And here's another nothing.
Now
You're gonna need this one.
Okay, hold
Try
on.
to use that nothing on it.
Okay, one
Yeah.
second. All right,
Yeah, so
I'm off screen now, right?
yeah,
Okay, good.
episode 23. You know, it's like Jordan, right?
Yes. Like it's a legendary number of some kind.
You know what? On my birthday, I went to City Walk, and the Nike store had a big 23. You know,
Right.
had a big 23, like the number 23. And I turned 23 that day when I went to City Walk. I'm like, oh, sick. So I took a picture with 23 on my birthday when I turned 23.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And they say, why are you taking pictures? And they kicked you out?
No.
Oh, okay.
They thought I was like a celebrity or something because I was wearing an Ed Hardy hat.
What?
You know.
Remember Ed Hardy?
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah,
Ed Hardy, that Tigers and Gems. It literally, it's like
Bedazzled.
it's as if Austin Powers came out as a serious brand, you know, and he's just like bedazzling and putting tigers on shit, making it look feisty and ferocious, you know.
Right. Oh,
That's what I see it as.
Okay. If you were confident enough to wear Ed Hardy clothing, then that's a good level of confidence to be.
Bro, I got a sick ass Christian Audigier jacket.
Oh yeah.
Christian Audigier is the creator of Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
So
designer.
He has his own brand of Christian Audigier, you know, and yeah, I have a hat, but I have like a jacket, and that one is sick because inside it's like gold silk, like it literally looks like yellow silk inside, like gold laces, bedazzled like black and red outside, like it's insane. It's really cool. Like it looks like what a white rapper might wear.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know.
You're right. Yeah.
That's kind of spot on. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man, I'm gonna
like
be a rapper
it's,
one day.
It's not like cool enough for the black rappers.
Yeah.
But it's cool enough for the white.
Definitely.
Exactly.
The white guys can pull it off because they look like, you know, they're trying.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. It's a sick ass jacket. I'm not giving it any justice.
Oh, okay.
It's a sick ass jacket. Like I have a I don't know if it's Christian Audigier or Ed Hardy, but it's a tight long sleeve, and that one is, even though it's black, it has like a leopard on it. So it bedazzled the shit out of. So I get it. You know, some things are a little much, but that jacket is fucking exquisite, man.
I remember actually changing outfits to more than just athletic wear. During the COVID-19 stuff, like I've just been wearing nothing but like, you know, like
Sweatpants,
sweatshirts.
Yeah,
that's it. Like I
just
haven't
cozy, chill clothes.
I can't remember the last time I dressed up to go anywhere. Like this is how I go to the supermarket now. This is how, you know, I interact with the everyday world. Like I really just kind of rolled out of bed in this. Like
yeah. Hey, well, yeah, me and Hov, we wear this stuff all the time.
It's like there's a uniform basically.
Yeah. I've literally worn this sweatpants, like not this exact one.
Well, he has like 10 of like every.
Yeah, I literally have 20 of these sweatpants.
Like the same.
Like
one.
4 of of 5 different colors.
Yeah.
So like your closet's like a cartoon character.
Yeah. Literally, practically.
Different tank tops in different colors and different shirts and different different like the same.
Like
color.
a palette swap, you know. Basically.
Yeah, it's like when you like Clark Kent's red shirt, blue jacket or something. You know, it's like 100 of those same things. You know, you're just picking off the same fucking shit every day, basically. You know.
Well, it gives you some consistency in style.
Yeah,
well,
since middle school,
right
man.
Now. That's how I feel right now. That's
Swap meet sweatpants.
Swap meet
They're the
sweatpants.
shit, bro.
If you can buy
Pro
20
Club.
of them, I guess.
Yeah,
Pro Club.
Hey, Pro Club was a good shirt.
Pro Club they have
It's
good.
super fucking thick. You can't breathe in them.
Yeah,
like
their sweatshirts too. You know, their sweaters. Their sweaters are fucking thick. You know.
Yeah.
They make you look like, what's up, fool?
Yeah, but
you know,
what if I wear triple A's, man? Now what?
AAA.
Yeah.
You know what? I prefer AAA to Pro Clubs. Like,
okay.
I feel like they're more.
What's the differences? I thought they're literally the same.
Oh,
really?
okay,
like crew cuts.
Like Pro Cut. Like Pro Club.
Suffocates your shit.
Your fucking neck's up to here. All right.
Gives you no fucking room.
Yeah.
They don't
and it just stays stiff as fuck. It's like they starched it like 30 times before
so
you
it's like
buy
solid.
it. Yeah. AAA is more relaxed. more of a relaxed fit, but the neck's a little bit lower.
Yeah, so you
know
get
what I
a
mean?
little hair peeking out. Like for me, you get the
Yeah,
hair.
so I get the hair stuff. I mean, we all here.
Yeah. We got that going on. I don't
Yeah.
think any of us we're strong on that side.
I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing to have like a hairy chest.
Hey,
at
look,
this point.
hairiness is the genetic marker of hairiness. Actually relates with intelligence.
Explain.
It correlates. There's a correlation between the genetic marker, the gene for hairiness, as well as intelligence.
I feel like the Asians beg to differ.
Well, Asians. Okay, let's think of it this way. Asians, they're not good drivers. Okay, they're not good drivers. Okay, they can do your taxes. They can do your accounting. They could fucking make technology. Okay, but
the Asian culture is very sophisticated and intelligent, and they have no hair.
They have their strengths. Doesn't mean
like we were talking about the trade-offs of like
of being African American. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
You need to,
we can
project a little more.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this guy is
a big. Okay.
Okay. So basically, we were discussing like some races get things good. But that's because there's a trade-off.
Yeah.
You know,
like Asian people, they got little dicks, little feet.
Those are generalizations, Chris.
No. And then what? Huh? Did they get? There's a lot of rich Asian people.
Yeah.
Well, they're also smaller.
Succeeding.
They're smaller in stature. Like they're not like very.
The average height is lower.
Yeah. But there's many of them, so like, they can climb all over you.
And like attack.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
But they don't work as effectively in teams. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah. You see?
Asians are more solitary.
Yeah.
What are you talking about here? China's basically a communist country. It's almost communist.
Exactly. It's ruled by an iron fist.
Exactly. So when they march like Nazis. Have you seen them? They look like toy soldiers.
That's because they're forced to do that. They don't want to do that.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do that, Hope. But my point
maybe
is
it's fun. Have you ever marched in the line?
Oh yeah, it's fun, right? There's a Facebook group of toy soldier marchers. They gather on the weekends.
Also like weirdly do this salute that goes like in a 45-degree angle.
You mean like the Zika?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Don't they keep it out as they do it?
Yeah.
They're walking like this, and their feet go like this high as they walk.
I was trying to say they're being Nazis without saying they're being Nazis. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, oh, they all just happen to also walk in this way where.
And the red.
Well, I think that's North Korea, right? That's not necessarily China or.
No,
China too.
What? China has.
They walk like that? No.
Yeah.
The goose walk. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Goose walk.
Yeah,
China
do that too. Actually.
Their military.
I don't find it an effective form of walking.
It's more of a disciplinary thing.
Yeah,
you know?
It's supposed to show like discipline and the leader's dominance over the people.
Yeah, and their obedience to that.
Like in the Lion King movie, when Scar has the hyenas march as Nazi soldiers. They took that out of the live action one. I don't know if you've watched it.
That was my favorite part. Nazi hyenas? Come on!
Well, it's because that was part of that song where Scar talks about being like pretty much like an asshole.
Yeah.
It was like that song.
Yeah. Every bad guy has it.
Yeah,
they introduce themselves arrogantly and their beliefs and why they do things in a song.
It's much more fun
being
evil than it is being good, right? Like it's kind of
easier.
Easier to be evil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
because you only have to care about yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's super easy because being good is hard because it always takes sacrifice. You always have to try to want the best for you know what I mean? You have to put being good, it's about the greater good. It's not about sometimes you need to be selfish to be good because you can't, do anything without getting something for yourself to give back to the people. Like if I were to give my clothes off my back to you, I would stay with no clothes. But if I learned how to make clothes, that's a different story.
Teach a man to fish.
Yeah.
Like that. Or if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day.
Or I don't even have to teach you how to make clothes, right? If I learn how to make clothes, I don't have to give you the shirt off my back.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't have to go into harm because of doing good. Which is something that a lot of people are scared of. People don't want to do good because they always feel like, oh, I don't want to get the short end of the stick. I need to look out for myself. You get what I mean?
Well, people are very selfish. Like even me, I'm not taking it away from myself. Like I live this way too. So please don't think that I'm talking about other people. I'm including myself in this. Is that we live in the simplest, easiest way that's convenient to us. We don't necessarily want to go out of our way to hurt people.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to go out of our way to help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just as long as our conveniences are met.
For me personally, there's a couple things that are my driving force in this world. Like some things, like I love to talk about like certain thoughts, ideas that are constructive to people, and especially if they're listening or to just to understand, like, or open-heartedly listening, open-mindedly listening. If I'm adding some value into the world with those things I'm saying, that's my mission in life. That's literally my mission in life, to just with our words add value to the world, change the world, be the change you want to see in the world. Gandhi said that. John F. Kennedy said, every man can make a difference, every man should try. Imagine if everyone tried to be the change they want to see in the world would be a different place.
I think it's a very special person, though. It really does.
Every person is special.
Oh.
It's a choice. We all live with choices. We have this will, and all these choices are made by our belief systems and our goals in place. But we need to realize that there's certain blocks in life. People don't choose to not see past certain walls. And it's because their belief systems put that wall there. So if you were to try to put that wall down, you're attacking a belief system, which people get defensive about. So I never try to change someone, because you can't. They have to be willing to change.
Yeah.
So I can only show you the door. You must walk through the door.
Okay, Chris. Yeah.
Yes. Morpheus, Matrix.
Oh yeah. We mentioned the Matrix like every episode.
So I love Matrix. It's the shit. It's life. It's literally life. Because everyone's asleep. Everyone's asleep and feeding the machine. That's literally what it's about. All the humans on Earth are in these like incubators, and the machines are feeding off their life force to keep them alive. And the humans that wake up, they are trying to free the world. They're fighting the machines. They're trying to free the human enslavement to the machines. And we know who we're talking about, right? We're talking about a big corporate. Yeah, we're talking about Big Brother, big corporate. We're talking about the 5 companies that rule the world. We're talking about those big families that keep us all down.
But here's the thing about that. Okay, as much as I agree with you that there is certain powers that be, corporations definitely influence America, their lobbyism, not just America, the whole world, But it's always a choice. It's a willing choice that we make.
Okay, but here's the thing. We have been given education. They are choosing what knowledge we get. I understand everything's a choice. I had the choice to educate myself, to get this knowledge that wasn't given to me. Do you get it? But people don't, they don't, because they don't know. They don't know. That's it. They just don't know.
Yeah, we
they
don't
aren't
know.
giving that knowledge.
You mean
we don't
they're
know,
not
we
aware
don't know.
that there is a choice?
Yes,
Yeah,
they don't know that they don't know about the whole thing. They're
people
like, think that
the school system is like this and everyone gets this education, but because it's always been like that. But that doesn't mean
it's not even
that.
always been like that. That's the thing. They've been changing the school system constantly, as you can see with math. Remember, there was this time period when they're like the parents are like, I have no idea what this is, and the kids
well, now there's a new way to do math. I don't know if you've noticed this in school. They teach math different now.
Yeah,
so it's finally evolved.
It's not evolved. It's just an alternate
method.
It down. Yeah,
they dumbed it down.
It's supposed.
Isn't that supposed to be simple?
It is. It's about understanding the complexity behind it that makes it simple. You know?
There you go.
But they don't do that. They just give you the shortcut, so you don't know the other way.
How is a shortcut a bad thing, though?
Okay,
because
math doesn't change.
Math
doesn't change. They're literally changing it because you can take a million routes to get to the same place.
Yeah,
exactly.
So isn't it best to take the easiest route?
But it's not. Well, it
takes you to the same place.
It's easier, but not time-wise. Like you get to the same answer, but it takes longer. But it's an easier process. But the old method was faster, but a little bit harder. But it was much faster. Okay. So normally when you add stuff, you just put 2 numbers in a column and you just add the numbers and carry over and add it. They don't do that anymore. Now they take each number and they break each number down and then they add each number separately and then combine it and then make it into the total. So instead of just adding,
they have like a factor tree kind of.
It becomes 2 different problems instead of 1 problem. That makes it easier
But it takes a little
to
longer.
put together, but it takes longer because you're doing double the steps basically.
But that's just math, and that's just in like 10 years ago, you know. But what I'm talking about is like hypothetically, you know. Hypothetically, my dad, he learned like 6 languages in a country, you know, when he was a kid. He learned 6 languages when he was a kid. You get what I mean? And if America truly wanted to raise children to be like really smart, they would have done like 3 simple things. They would teach kids common sense. They would teach kids thought analysis and critical thinking. They would teach kids how to use their mind efficiently, so they do not waste time, years, months, choices. So they know how to think. They know how to use the thing that creates the result of the rest of their life.
I feel like we coddle children and the youth way too long in school. Like, for example, we have this system that's based on you're a certain age, you're at this level of education. And I feel like that should be completely changed to like more of a college structure where you have this and this and this to complete it at your own fucking pace. Because I feel there's some second graders out there who definitely know how to already do algebra, who already know how to do geometry. And it's like, why do they have to wait till 6th grade or till 7th grade to take the next level of mathematics when they were ready for that level of mathematics at 2nd or 3rd grade?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there's people who take a lot longer to learn, you know, mathematics or English or science or whatever it be, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be at your own pace. Like, you basically educate yourself to the point where you are tested on the subject matter. You pass said test, you get credit for that. You get that credential, and then there you go. Educate yourself at your own pace. And I feel right now with the whole COVID-19 thing, it's a perfect opportunity to change education. I heard something on my community page about that parents monitoring what their children are learning online through their teachers. They only get like 2 hours of schooling every day. So what are they doing?
Yeah,
the rest of the
fucking
time.
14 hours.
I don't think it's 40.
You sleep for 8 hours. You sleep for 8 hours. What do you have 14? You have 16 hours. So 2 hours out, you have 14 hours.
We have
what are you
this
doing for 14 hours.
We have this herd mentality, like of education. When
there's so many people. I think that's becoming like an issue. There's like so many people that there's no way but to just funnel people through this system. You know what I mean?
I also think of it as if you give them a choice, it's not good. It's not too good.
Why?
Because they might not even do it.
That's fine. I think that's fine. I think accepting that some people are going to fail at school is actually better because these people who fail.
You need general education. You need to try to go through it and go and try. Even if you're bad at something, that being in that class is where you can become better. You know, so giving them a choice isn't necessarily the best. I'm not saying I disagree with you though, because I don't agree with the herd mentality of just one level to the next. You know, it's about each individual.
That's a pretty good idea. I'd not thought of doing that.
Like, but it should be mandatory, like GE. You get what I mean?
I get what you're saying. There should be a base.
Everyone should at least know this stuff.
Yes, you want any human to know these things. You know, and the crazy thing is, we're never taught about living conditions. We are only taught about subject matter. We're taught science, history, math, English, all the other bullshit, right? But you don't fucking know how to fucking wash your car, change a tire. You don't know how to do laundry.
Like practical skills.
But even beyond that,
or like
the world.
How do you do your taxes?
Yes.
What do you have to do at the end of the if you know like all that like stuff?
Like everything in life. It's like because you have to break it down somehow.
What if there was a class that was like a shop class, like a car shop class, and they just taught you how to do like change your tire?
Yeah,
like,
they do.
Those classes.
Oh, they do.
But it's at high schools that have like big.
Too.
It's at high schools that have big budgets. You know.
Oh, okay.
They have like auto shop, they have metal shop. These guys are welding and shit, you know.
I had an art class. I worked with clay. That was like the extent of.
Yeah, a lot of schools don't have that,
right?
But some I'm sure do. You know, there's high schools that have stuff
like the ones in movies.
All I know is that the world has to change because
definitely
America and everybody in general are ill prepared for what the future brings.
Well, change is
like
constant.
For example, right? And I'm not saying this as as a leftist or as a right wing guy. I'm just saying this as a normal person that is nonpartisan. Okay, it's like certain jobs are evolving. Farming is evolving. Transportation is evolving. Retail is evolving. These are all common American jobs. Okay, farms are being shut down left and right because of the tariffs or whatever. Right?
There's a lot of
transportation jobs are becoming automated in the future. You know what I mean? It's not there yet, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
Same thing with retail.
Yeah.
So America is ill prepared.
Yeah, there's
for
robotic
for what would be considered a middle class or a working class job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that means we have
Whose
to
fault
evolve.
is that?
The middle class is pretty much
It's our fault
disappearing.
too.
Whose fault?
It's the people's fault. It's the corporation's fault.
The
It's
only way it's
everybody.
the people's fault is them not knowing what was really happening
Exactly, because they become too dependent
on the
On
system, on
thinking
the
of
government,
how
on,
the system wants
on-
you to think.
yeah, on what's it called? Domestication. They're literally we've domesticated ourselves.
We become dependent on being run.
Yes,
the
but you
military.
take a guy's car and his phone away, and he freaks out. Okay, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
we've
what happens-
domesticated ourselves.
Yeah, like put your phone and your keys down, and then just walk.
Keep
few blocks
walking.
away from your school, like from your house. I mean, and then what will happen?
I feel like it's very much like
Just you're like, oh no, oh
Um,
no.
Like
how we're still living like. I feel like we're living on to like this nostalgia of what America used to be, where you get a job at a large company, and that large company would take care of you, and
well,
then
they
you would
can
have
still do
retirement.
that if you climb up the ladder.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's if you climb up the ladder.
Yeah,
That used to be the norm.
yeah.
That used to be the norm. Like you used to have, you
The
could work a
opportunity,
minimum.
yeah.
You could work a minimum wage job, and afford a house.
Entry level, you can.
You
yeah.
work a minimum wage job now. You're lucky if you're sharing a room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's like it's
literally like how it
That
is.
bad. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's. I guess living conditions have become more poor.
Well,
you know, and
Quality of stuff has gone up, but it's also gotten harder to get to the baseline of like basic, you know.
yeah, because all these corporations they get greedy. You know what I mean? Like all these real estate companies, they charge
yeah, of course.
ridiculous prices. Like instead of having a 20-year mortgage now, you have a 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, so you just
So
it's basically you're paying the same or more for a longer period of time. It's not even like it's
Okay.
cheaper, but you're paying for
There's,
longer.
the way I
It's
see it,
like-
man, is
there's no
these,
retirement.
these rich people, bro, they're doing it, right? Okay, people get rich, all right. I don't see an excuse. I don't like to blame myself. You get what I mean? No, I mean I like to blame myself. Okay.
yeah, like we said,
So-
it's a choice.
Exactly. You can't blame others. So you like whether it's the taxes, the mortgage, bro. It's all about what we can do. What every person, what you yourself,
Yeah, I agree.
Like change is constant. We're gonna keep changing. Change is it's a law of nature, but growth is optional.
And that's
In
the
change,
thing. Most
you
people
can
don't
be
want to
growth.
grow. They want to be taken care of. They want a secure job where they work from 8 to 5. Just do
They-
some mundane shit.
But
they
that's
can
when you have to
afford
rewire your
the bare
mind.
necessities.
Dude, you
That's
have-
when you have to rewire
Dude,
your mind.
You'd be very lucky if you even get a 9 to 5 now. Most people just can't get like part time or work somewhere like a retail or something. If you want like a 9 to 5 office job, you'd have to like have a degree just to get what was normal back then. You're like, oh, you want an office job? Then we need like 3 years of experience, and you need your bachelor's degree. And you're like, can you type basic stuff down?
You gotta
You're like,
work
oh,
with.
shit.
You gotta work.
Honestly,
You gotta
bro,
work with startups. You can't be. You know what?
You can
People
do
are
anything,
slaves to these big corporations.
Yeah,
And
but
unless you're a big shot,
no, man, that's not
You
how it
know?
works, bro.
it's not
No,
gonna work out.
no, you see that's where you're wrong. That's why you're completely wrong, because people do that, and it's the people who are resilient. It's the people who strive. They don't let that affect them. You get what I mean? They don't let the fact that these like
Look, I don't
You can't-
disagree. I don't disagree with you, but here's the thing: not everybody's brilliant. Not everybody's resilient. Most people fall in this category that I'm talking about. There's
well that's
Especially-
their,
there will
it's their own
always
doom.
be
It's their
special
own doom.
people.
It's their own doom.
Yeah.
They have chosen that way. It is a choice. And that's what it takes the same amount of energy to hate your life and be miserable as it does to fucking give it all you got and try to make the best of your life. It takes the same amount of energy.
I agree.
Because it's a mental fucking drain when you fuck yourself, like with that negativity, right? It's a mental drain. You're only harming yourself. You know, it's only bringing you down. You know.
I wish I had learned that earlier in life. You know, because
But is it too late?
It's not actually.
Exactly. It's never too late, man.
You know what's kind of crazy with this whole COVID-19 thing is that my life has completely changed. Completely changed. Like before this, I was a business development manager. Like I would help people strategize to how to market and develop their business to become more successful. And it was a decent job. You know, I got the bills paid and stuff, but I just didn't love it. You know what I mean? And it's like, you're absolutely right. It did require the same amount of energy to do something you hate.
To fucking be miserable.
Than to work hard for something you want.
Yeah.
And now I'm making the choice, seeing as I got laid off, to go back to school, you know, develop my marketing skills so I can enhance my personal business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of I became the same thing that I'm against.
Yeah.
Basically working for a big corporation, thinking that I'm going to be taken care of. And then when push came to shove, that business had to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And they had to lay me off.
Yeah.
Instead, I should create my own path.
Exactly.
That's what I'm going back to doing.
Well, that's all that is. If it's all about yourself, you know. All these people, they keep listening to other people, whether it's their mom, their dad, their parents, their grandma. Somebody's telling their girlfriend.
Nearly 100% of the time when I've ever listened to anybody else, and when they've told me like about life advice or what I should do with my life, it's been fucking terrible for me. They don't know what's going on.
They don't know what you want.
They're just saying things.
They think that,
and then
it's what they think they want for you.
And if I do it, they go, "Oh, it didn't go well. How could it not have gone well?" That was like foolproof 100%. I was like, "Bro, you're telling me stuff and it doesn't make any sense."
The only way you'll ever, you know, any like, happiness will ever come is if you do what you want. You know,
right?
And no matter if you're not even fucking good in life, you're not making any fucking money. You know, you just doing what you want. You're happy. You're happy, and you're broke. You're fucking happy because you're not a fucking slave to yourself.
I think that's where homeless people kind of come in.
They're free. They're seeing the Matrix code, Chris. They're seeing the ones and zeros.
Those guys have done crack a little too many times. All right. That's exactly what that was.
There's no more freedom than it is to be a bum. A bum has no fucking rules.
But the thing is,
but it is kind of a shitty.
If they were if they truly want to be free, they'd be a hermit, not a bum. You see, and that takes a little more work.
Like the Unabomber? Yeah, no, like you're
self-sufficient
and you're living by yourself outside of like the system, basically.
Yeah. You're not waiting on handouts by the freeway and going to get some crack and like some crackers or something.
So like be a mountain man, kind of somebody who lives out in the fucking
because you don't want to be fuck money, fuck society. Instead of being a hobo, we fucking go be a fucking hermit, man.
You know, yeah.
You would want to be a hermit. I wouldn't want to be a hermit.
I would prefer it over being homeless.
Yeah.
Over being homeless. Come on. Yeah. Duh.
No. Like
it's the same. You could literally easily do both.
Yeah.
Like right now, if I just stopped working and stuff and just kind of like whatever money I had went and did that, and I mean that could be a choice instead of just becoming homeless.
You can literally just do that. And my only point is that
I'd have to like hunt something. Though.
A lot of people don't know what's inside them. A lot of people don't read. There's three voices in your head. You know, it's other people's voices, as we covered. It's it's things that you truly want that people don't listen to most of the time, and it's the things that you think you want that people always listen to. And it's because of society, the way they programmed you, what's in media, all this, that, cars, clothes,
hypersexualization.
Whatever, luxury lifestyle, you know? Everybody becomes materialistic and they do not become satisfied with what they have. They feel unhappy with what they have. When you got fucking kids in Africa, fucking hitting sticks with rocks, and they're laughing their ass off. They're running around laughing their fucking ass off, starving, hitting sticks with rocks. I mean, hitting rocks with sticks. Hitting rocks with sticks.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and the point is, you know, people don't understand. If you have food, if you have clothes, if you have family, if you have friends, if you have shelter, you are the top 1% in the world.
Yeah.
You are fucking blessed.
The guys who are making millions, they're actually like 0.0001%. Like they're in that bracket. We're already in like the 1% right now as
Like
In general.
California itself is one of the top 3 largest private economies in the world.
If you make minimum wage, you've made more money in 1 year than most people have made in the history of like existence.
Wow.
Yeah. Like inflation,
crazy.
you have to adjust for inflation.
and countries.
You're
Yeah.
right, different countries. Yeah, but yeah, it's already like crazy. But yeah, but things are getting more expensive. Like the inflation is not, helping at all.
Yeah.
Or you're like barely able to afford a house technically, which is supposed to be the standard, but it's still like.
And for me, the way I think about that is like, if you save 10 grand today, right? Like in 10 years, that 10 grand is worth less than what it is now.
Autumn says he agrees with you for once.
Thanks, AA Ram.
He's my brother.
What do you say?
He's our
about?
admin on our Twitch. He just said for once I agree with Chris about our topic.
I don't even know what it is. What's our topic?
I think we've covered a wide range of
Yeah,
topics.
yeah.
Here.
That's how it is.
Started
Man.
with the number 23. Like,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was saying one
We're
thing.
talking about the
I was trying to say something.
human society.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Maybe you hit that nothing too
No,
hard.
man. No, come on. What was I saying?
You're talking about how
Speaking of which, I'm gonna hit the nothing again.
Yeah. how people think. Wait, what were you talking about?
AA Ram, what was I just about to say?
Yeah.
I was literally I had one major point. What was I just talking about?
The major point is that people always have a choice, whether they know that they have a choice or not. But you want to educate yourself so you know that you have a choice. So you can be happy for you, not for anyone else. And also, smoke some nothing.
Did he say something?
Yeah.
Well, I was saying something.
About what you want and the energy it takes to do what you hate is the same thing as you do for what you love.
there you go. That is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot. No, there was
Okay.
something else.
Well, that's what he agrees with.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was something else, but fuck, and it was so important. It was so important. Oh yeah. Okay. We're talking about money. We're talking about saving money.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 grand, today, and 10 years later, that shit's worth like so much less, right?
Yeah.
So basically, if you find a company or something, companies make money. There's some companies that are gonna keep getting better. They're gonna keep making money. You get what I mean? That's just how exactly. So if you invest in those companies,
stocks in these episodes too.
yeah, we talk about stocks a lot because it helps people. People are scared to invest. People are scared of stocks
because they don't know what to invest in.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You need to look at the graph, right? Most of the time, you can see almost every stock, almost like every sustainable stock, goes up. And the reason why is because first of all, inflation. Second of all, they're just successful, good companies. You get what I mean?
Right.
Whether it's a like a stable, steady, like
So
You can't go wrong with oil. You can't go wrong with oil.
rich people have three things that always, two of which always are up. So they have money in oil, gold, and property.
There you go.
So two of those are always up, and one is down.
Oil and gold.
No, they switch off
every once in a while.
Yeah, they switch off.
It's like first gold will be going up, and then it'll stop going up and go a little bit down, but then property values will go up for some reason. Like they
there's a
always
balance between
Property
those
right now
three.
is going down. Like I think it went.
That means
House
value of
sales
gold
are-
is probably going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of by gold.
Yeah.
one is always,
Yeah. Oh, on Reddit, I saw somebody. He said that they bought a house. It's their house, and inside the house there was a little bucket, and at the bottom of the bucket was 89 gold coins, like actual gold.
wow.
So that's like thousands and thousands
Yeah,
of
that's
dollars.
That's a
crazy
good come
money.
up.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
He owns it too. Because he bought everything on the property and the house. So
Yeah. It's my
there
house.
happens to be gold there.
I
Yeah,
have gold at my house.
yeah.
There's this fascination with gold people have. Like
Well,
I
it's
have
crazy.
gold too. Like I have a little bit of gold on my watch.
100% gold. It's almost like clay.
Oh yeah.
Gold
Oh, it's
is
like soft, yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
circuitry. It's the best circuitry. Gold. We have traces of gold in our hair. So
Is it just this pretty metal that has like?
Back then,
Or
I
is it-
think so. Yeah.
they also there's many things with gold. That's why they try to turn the gold is a part of.
Gold has more value now because we can do more with it technology wise.
But
They
they
like
also
saying like for circuits like high end electronics use gold inside.
Yeah.
for conductivity.
Also, like ancient times, they would use it for, whether it was a type of healing or spiritual. It would also
like ritualistic sort of way.
Magic type of thing. You know?
Yeah.
It was magical. The most baller gold thing I've seen was that gold AK that Saddam Hussein had. You know what I'm talking about?
Solid
that's
gold
a pretty
AK.
cool fucking AK.
I would buy one if I could.
Like if I was that baller rich, I'd buy a gold AK.
Fucking gold AK. You're riding on your gold Lamborghini with a tiger.
Yeah. Dude,
gold tiger.
Gold tiger. Fuck it.
Spray
Fuck it. Yeah. Gold. Not orange, just gold and then black. It's just black and gold. That's the tiger.
I won't be surprised if there is a gold tiger somewhere.
I want to
Joe Exotic.
Joe
gotta call it Joe Exotic. You guys see Tiger King, right?
Not me.
Probably what?
I don't watch that.
Tell us about it. No, I haven't seen it.
It's stupid, right?
It's already played out.
I know it's stupid, right?
It's not stupid.
Come on.
It's a lot. Okay,
it's
pretty fucking interesting. Like, there's a lot going on in Tiger King.
Did you think the Kardashians were interesting too?
I thought the same thing before I saw it. Like I was all like, "Oh, this looks stupid." But I watched it and I was hooked. It's this fucking gay, flamboyant, drug dealing tiger ranch owner who got convicted for murder.
Oil is down.
Oil's down. That means gold and properties are up.
No.
What's down?
Oil dropped, like tanked in the last couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, because nobody's traveling.
Yeah, even better reason.
That's why our gases are like $2.50 here in LA.
Is it $2.50 now?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Okay, so
it is on my gas station.
Yeah, so the thing is like, so the show. How do I check my whispers?
Mental breakdown with Chris and Ho.
Yeah, but basically that show turned out that it wasn't really about the tigers.
How long
about
have
the people, basically, right?
How long have you been podcasting?
Good question. It's only been 38 minutes, so.
Okay, we'll go another 10, 5-10 minutes.
We'll take a sponsor break after. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Like a 4-minute, 20-second break.
Yeah,
Carol
like
motherfucking Baskin. Yeah, a 4-minute.
Yeah, Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I had a customer come in and sing that song about her.
Carol Baskin.
Is that from The Office?
From the Tiger King.
Oh, okay.
You should watch it just to fucking catch up with the times.
I don't want man. I'm okay.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna lose brain cells if I watch that.
Me, Chris,
haven't
watched thing either.
Game of Thrones.
I've never seen Game of Thrones either.
I thought it was overhyped and overplayed. And then the last season was complete garbage, so everyone was like, maybe it wasn't even worth it waiting 10 years. The show's been running for like 10, 12 years, bro.
And the last episode was like, they spent like $30 million and it's like dark as hell the whole time.
Like they get invested into watching certain shows. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I watched Lost seasons 1 through 6 because the first 3 seasons.
What a waste, bro. I mean, you could not have known. Seasons 1 through 3. Nothing happens, bro.
No, crazy shit.
Stuff happens, but there's nothing like is
like by the end. You're like, we still don't know. They're like, it's like 6 seasons of Inception.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck? What's the point of this?
The first 3 seasons are really well put together. Like it was like,
that's why you get hope in the beginning.
I started at season 4.
I
started at season 4.
So already you're
already in the bad.
No, it was good for me. I loved it.
It's crazy.
4, 5, 6 were great.
Like anything happened?
Huh? A bunch of shit happened.
Yeah,
you saw everything.
Okay, but
honestly,
it happens. But like the story happened.
Bob, it's literally named one of the best shows to ever fucking play.
No, bro. Yes. It's not. It's like one of the worst shows ever, dog.
Really?
I feel like
man.
You caught the back half, and then you missed out on the whole front half.
Yeah, the front half was bullshit. The first 3 seasons were probably
stupid.
Didn't
watch it,
bro. I know. Someone else told me the first 3 seasons are stupid. So once I started from 4, 5, 6,
no, the first 3 seasons are the good seasons. 4, 5, 6 is the crap.
I don't know, man. I felt like because there was a bunch of shit going on during 4, 5, 6, and I like that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
You get what I mean?
But you don't understand
especially
the emotional investment of 1 through 3.
I do.
Like it was a complete shift. The show. I mean, I guess if you started,
I think I did watch 1, 2, 3 after or something. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man.
So you had the reverse problem.
Because I'm Lost. Yeah. I did like Star Wars on Lost. I watched 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some shit like that for sure.
That's fine. I can respect that.
Because I remember starting at the camp with that little beady-eyed guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I just really don't remember that show too well, so it makes me understand. Like, hey, it probably wasn't that good of a show.
There was a bunch of bro. That won
I
awards.
feel like that about
That
Walking
show won
Dead.
awards though.
I feel like that about Walking Dead right
But
now.
that was
Like, I've been
because
so invested
before
in
they
Walking
figured out
Dead.
Really?
what's happening.
Yeah, I stopped. Sometimes I just stop and because I feel like
I've seen every episode.
I've been wanting
Like,
to
the
stop,
whole
but I
thing.
can't stop. Like, I just gotta see it through.
Yeah.
I gotta see.
bro, my series is gonna be so much better.
What?
I'm writing a series.
It has like 12. It has like 11 seasons.
Yeah,
Of what? What's
Like a
your
TV
show
show.
about?
it's a TV show.
What's it about?
That is yet to I'm not trying to really. It's something that you've never seen before. Like this is taking.
Oh, you don't
shit-
want to share with the public?
Yeah, this
It's not yet.
yeah,
This is undercover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my friend are still writing it, and it's super, bro. It's insane. It's literally insane. I had a vision for this series when I was like 18 years old. Like I literally knew what was gonna. I had the whole idea in my head. But as soon as I started hanging out with my friend and like literally we just started writing, we finished the first, like we just started making it happen. Like he completed my vision, You get what I mean? And that's one thing that a lot of people that don't realize sometimes or don't understand is the fact that another mind can help you so much. People always try to do it themselves or don't even do it because they think they can't do it. But if they just even got someone's help, and it's not like, oh, he's doing you a favor. No, he wants to do it too. You get what I mean? You find something like that, then that's powerful.
Yeah, I agree. I want to find something like that too. That sounds
Exactly.
really fun. I was actually I invented a idea for a movie on the
Before
way
we
over.
got here, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, in the car.
Just randomly thought of
It's a rom-com.
Ramen comedy?
No, it's
romantic
a
comedy.
romantic
Okay.
comedy. So there's like love, but it's comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to this conversation, right? But like,
It's like a couple that's
all right, so like
completely-
it's this terrorist, right?
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
The main character is
Nice.
The
So
main
it's,
character is a terrorist, and he's like his life is pretty shitty, so he decides to become a
suicide
terrorist
bomber.
because he
Yeah.
wants to get some of that virgin puss.
Yeah,
Right,
72
you know.
waiting for him in heaven.
Yeah, but then like all of a sudden, like the day before he's gonna go out with his terrorist attack, he meets this lovely girl. They
Yeah.
fall in love. And all of a sudden he doesn't want to. All of a
He doesn't wanna
sudden he
kill
doesn't want
himself,
to
but
kill
he has
himself and
to.
become a terrorist anymore.
Yeah, it's showing like his internal dialogue where like this guy's contemplating. He's like, no, she's making me love. Should I not blow myself up?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the dark, twisted side of like
So-
falling in love.
So he goes to like the CIA and he snitches on the terrorists. But now the terrorists are after him. They're trying to kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they find
then
out he likes this girl.
comedy ensues.
comedy.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
now
I
they're
like
going
that.
after
I
her.
didn't add that part.
Yeah, so now he
Yeah,
has
yeah,
to go
that's
all
the-
Allah
yeah.
Akbar on their ass.
Yeah.
Starts throwing his used to be suicide bombs at places and blowing them up. He's trying to get the
You
girl
know
back.
what?
Running through
The end of the movie
James
should be like,
Bond
he's given a choice here. you
with
know
a
what I mean?
turban.
Either like
Right.
he saves himself or he sacrificed himself for his love.
Yeah, but the little does he
I like
know.
the irony.
But
Yeah,
little does
yeah.
he know that in making the choice of sacrificing himself, he actually saves himself too.
I
It was
want
a
to
trick.
call this movie "You the Bomb."
The bomb.
You're the bomb.
You the bomb.
Yeah.
You the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the bomb.
I was telling him
And he's gotta use that in the what do you call it?
in the
In the
trailer.
movie. somehow.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
movie,
like,
he
in
has
the
to
movie,
say it. Yeah.
like, and it's gotta be like a big moment in the movie too.
Oh, okay.
He's like, you will explode the embassy. He's like, what is the bomb? He's like, you the bomb.
Oh, I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. It's good to work on this. I
Hey,
feel like
man.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Ideas are stirring.
Yeah. I told him there should be a scene where they go on a date, but he's wearing the bomb vest underneath because it makes him feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I
You're
always
so
wear it.
str-
It's like,
Yeah, she's like rubbing him. You're so strong and
Yeah.
muscular. He's like, yes,
Yeah.
you feel it, huh?
he's like, what is it?
Like it could be like he could
Are
have
you
like
VIP?
6 like
Oh yeah, like
dynamite straps right here, and it's like she's like, oh, your abs are
your
so
washboard abs. Yes,
Yeah, dude.
like sticks of dynamite. You know,
He's like, don't rub too hard.
I might explode.
cause some friction.
Oh, I like this movie already. Let's do it. Let's all fucking.
I told you, write it down. Right, yeah.
All right. Well, now we're
It's
definitely
saved
writing it down.
on this.
Yes. Coming to a movie.
And then maybe he like falls in love with her like doing something weird, you know, like she's doing something weird where like you wouldn't normally fall in love with someone when you watch them do that, you know, like she takes off like her face mask, you know, and then she starts like kissing a donkey, you know, or something, and then he's like, oh wow, what I would do to be that donkey, you know.
Okay. I get you. It's like a weird situation.
Exactly, you know, and she's like washing the donkey, you know, like.
Oh, maybe she works at like a pet daycare and she's like
taking care of goats.
Yeah.
She's milking the
It's
teeth
like a
of a
petting
cow
zoo or something. She works at a petting. She's like,
why not? I don't see why
something
not.
crazy like that. Well, we'll see.
Because you want her doing something weird when he falls in love with her. You don't want her to actually be sexy. You don't want her to actually be beautiful. You want her to be like
no, you
like
know
weird.
What?
You know,
it's my movie. I want her to be fucking hot.
No,
she
can
should be hot.
No, she can be hot.
But she's not like. But she's like eating a dog biscuit. You know.
There's-
You get what I mean?
Like, yeah, the girl
She's
should
a
be
little
hot,
weird.
but
Because that's why
she has to be like strange a little.
yeah, because he's strange. You know.
Well, he's a terrorist. You
Okay,
think
yeah,
that
exactly.
You think that there was something off about him? Right?
Yeah.
Well, the main
exactly.
character
It's
is.
got to be Sacha Baron Cohen. That's
Oh
got
my
to be
God.
Yeah.
That's got to be
Oh my
the
God, yeah.
And
Sasha.
we will get
We want
Pamela
you.
Anderson to be the
Yeah.
terrorist woman.
You guys can reprise your roles and like do a full length version of the Borat skit.
Sacha Baron Cohen. I'm writing this for you, bud.
Yeah.
For you.
Remember that video I showed you of Sasha? There's this one thing he does. Like he does this show where like he acts like this. The Sacha Baron Cohen show. That one where the
Talking about
politician.
Ali G or Borat or
Ali G, I think. No.
The new one, the one that's like about America.
Yeah.
Do you
He
remember that
basically goes
show?
to a politician, and he's like, "I will teach
Bruno?
you." No.
No, it's called something America. Oh, damn, what was that called?
If you write his name and then write politician or
Yeah.
something.
He released a new show
Oh,
like
I know
a year or
the
two
dictator. Oh
No,
no.
bro. This is
It's
literally
like a
he's
TV
doing
series.
a prank on an actual guy, on an actual politician who gets
Right,
who
yeah.
gets fired because of this.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the politician say the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. And he doesn't actually like make him like under duress. Like he says say the N.
America the something. What's it called? America something. I think the title's
I
like.
think he's so fucking hilarious, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see.
What's his most recent thing?
Right, politician.
I looked up IMDb, so it would
Yeah,
have.
No. It's a YouTube video. It's
Yeah.
on IMDb.
Oh, so
No,
YouTube
but like it'll be it's something he's in, right? It didn't come up.
My
As an
phone's
actor?
over there.
Ah, yeah.
I would have done some.
Okay.
Is there any comments that we should know about or something?
Who is America? That's what they're saying on the chat.
Who is America?
That's what it's called.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
I
Who is
gotta
that?
watch this.
Aram?
Yeah.
Thanks,
I don't know about
Aram. You the shit. You the boss.
He literally makes.
There's actually people watching this.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
on Comedy Central. They played it, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wait. Are you talking about the Twitch or are you talking
Talking
about?
about the Twitch.
Yeah.
He said-
Yeah. We have like 3
He was
people
talking
watching.
about the video of Sasha.
I was talking about
Yeah, I see it right here.
No,
It's
there's
at
people watching
8.3 out of
We have
10.
a viewer on YouTube and we have like 2 viewers probably on Twitch.
Yeah.
At least probably. Because we can't see it.
Oh,
we have 7 followers on Twitch.
There's a whole
Yeah.
season of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 episodes so far.
Yeah,
Right.
There's one with a fat white politician that has the glasses.
Hey, it seems pretty easy to watch too. It doesn't look like there's a lot of. Oh, it's on Hulu.
No, it's on YouTube, bro.
It's on YouTube.
You can watch it on YouTube.
It's available. No.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who
It's on
is
both.
America? Yeah, he goes as like a Israeli Krav Maga, like
Israeli commando?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, you know, and he's basically teaching this the politician like how to fight. He's basically
Telling.
he did some crazy shit.
Okay.
man.
He's telling him the terrorists. The one thing
He's like,
they
if you
fear is
touch
they
them-
become gay.
Yeah, he's like if you touch them with your ass, they will become
So-
homosexual.
So he makes
know?
him turn around and run at him.
He's
with
like, I'll
his
turn
hands
you.
down.
He's like, I'll turn you gay. He's like, I'll make you homosexual. You know. He's like, come here. I'll touch you with my ass. You know.
Yeah.
And like and there's one he literally makes him say. He's like, okay, now as you do it, scream the N-word. You know. And he does it. He
He
literally
doesn't
does
even
it.
question it.
He
just
doesn't even
does
question
it.
it.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was not the N-word. He's like, the N-word was, and then he says something else.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
He literally like.
And that guy literally got fired
oh,
from
he
being
lost
a
his position for
politician.
sure.
That's good.
Of
Yeah.
course,
I
it's
wish
good.
fucking more people.
Right?
get
This
it.
guy's he's like a fucking PI. He's like the internal affairs for politicians. Go and fucking weed out to the bad ones, bro.
Yeah. because he can just be anyone. He can just like dress up as anyone and just go in there.
He's just gonna. I find finding the real society is so interesting. Like I have this page on Facebook called Locker Center 411. It's the community I live in. You know what I mean? And oh, okay. So I have this page, Locker Center 411. It's like a community page, and I don't censor it. A lot of the other community pages, they censor their stuff, and it's very interesting. We'll see some crazy fucking conspiracy theorists in our town. We'll talk about every subject matter, every political matter, every social matter, and it shows you who you live with. You know what I mean? And you get these like absurd craziness, right? And but it's not crazy. It's just part of the world that we live in, and part of the world that we live in is a lot of crazy. And like these politicians, we have this image created of what they actually are, or what they actually represent, but they're not like that. They're not like that. They're just as crazy as you and me.
Obama turned out to be okay, and he was a senator that became president, but not all of them are like that. All of them, it's like a job to them. So it could just be strange guys, besides just, working in the government, you know what I mean?
Me personally, I consider myself woke,
Okay.
So I don't even listen to politics, because I already understand the charade behind it,
Explain, like, what do you mean by charade?
It's a charade. It's a facade, for me, it's like, it's a way to communicate. It's a way to keep the people docile while making their changes happen, and it's a way to also justify the changes. It's a way. Oh, you guys voted for it. It's you guys doing it. Oh, you're the people. No, in reality, if we truly wanted the best for this country, there would have been a bunch of shit that was crazy. They could have made so many different choices in the moments, but they didn't, because they knew why. Because they were doing it for specific reasons, whether it was for financial or control.
I think at the end of the day, America's not a country that says, I'm going to do what's best for country. And we're a nation where it said, well, I'm going to do what's best for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's how
it was also formed to be.
It's very short-sighted. It's very short-sighted.
That wasn't how it always was. So from when we created this country in 1776 up until like 1912, that's when the Federal Reserve Bank came in. Before, it was the Treasury that was our central banking system in the country, as well as it wasn't a private. It was a bank of the country. It wasn't a privately owned bank. And during 1776 to 1912, we have 3 recessions. Only 3 recessions. From 1912 to present day, we've had over 13 recessions, and the Federal Reserve Bank is a privately owned bank with private shareholders.
Well, we're going to have more recessions because our economy is based on strategic gambling.
They're basically planning on it. That's what he's saying. What's going to happen? He's agreeing with you. Like, it's going to happen.
All I'm saying is that before, it
didn't happen before. And now it happens in a cycle.
And they spent a lot of time infiltrating their people into this.
It's a constant bid for power in today's society. You know what I mean?
But America was meant for, like, literally everything that from the Declaration, the old papers. That's what this country was about. And but during the whole time, he kept sending like people to fight the other side, be agents of the other side, and basically propose the other side. No, we need a private bank. We need this for the, So that
I think it comes down to the people who are in charge. They want to be in charge their way. They want to do what's best for themselves. It comes down to the human struggle altogether. But now in a corporate
that's
level,
in the wrong people. That's in the wrong people. I don't believe. You think everyone's like that though? Do you think everyone is like that?
I think you get a certain size and you want to be that certain size for the rest of time.
What do you mean?
Okay, say for example,
power-wise, you mean?
Yeah, like say for example, like
they have the power right
Amazon.
now.
Like just say for example, Amazon, right? A lot of good comes from Amazon.
Okay.
A lot of good comes from Amazon. But now they have this amount of power, they control most of the wealth. They control, small businesses from growing because they can't compete.
Yeah.
They become this
empire.
And they're the ones that are in the real control of what's going on in the country, more so than than
course.
most politicians. I would say that corporations are more powerful than even the president or even Congress.
That's why I call government a facade. It's a short because it's a face for the public.
It's a puppet show.
It's a puppet show.
Yeah,
Okay.
Team America.
Because I already understand their true agenda, their true intentions.
Countries based on lobbyism. Like that's just what it comes down to. Like
bro.
People,
what I believe is
they'll propose a bill and then there'll be like 15 other things attached to it that everyone's trying to get through at the same time. They're like, okay, this is cool because I'm getting my thing through too. And then they just
and usually goes to the highest bidder, and if it's not the highest bidder, the best marketing campaign.
Market, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So already we know it's corrupt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's corrupt, yes and no.
Well, what can we do?
I guess become billionaires.
Oh yeah, lobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we just mentioned it. Yeah.
If you get more money, then you have more power. A poor person does not have the same judicial or
so there's only one way to get money or power. It's by bad way, doing bad.
No, you don't have to. You could be a genius and come up with something that helps. Like for example, the next person who comes up with the vaccine for COVID-19, they're going to be a billionaire. You know what I mean?
Unless that shit's just waiting somewhere.
France already developed something that
there's going to be somebody who
those
wins
guys are.
this
The
race.
cure for cancer exists.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's a U.S. patent. It's
I
a
don't
multi-trillion dollar industry.
I don't buy it. Why wouldn't you want to make money off cancer? A cure for cancer?
Because they make money.
People dying is more money.
Yeah, they literally make money for them treating themselves their whole lives.
I don't think it comes down to that. I think if there's a
Pharmaceutical
cure,
companies.
I think if there's a cure, you put it out there to
No,
make
they
as much
don't.
money as you can.
No,
No,
that's
they
not
make
going to
more
make
money
money.
by-
They make more money by treating you than
Who's
giving you
they?
the cure. The companies.
So the companies
Do
have it.
you know how much money cancer companies make?
I'm sure they make a lot.
They make a lot. And do you know why they make a lot? Because they make a lot because these people are paying monthly to live. So
Basically.
I think that's a little too conspiracy. Like, okay,
No,
for
it's
example,
not
right?
conspiracy, it's fact.
Like if this is how I would compare. If there was a cure for cancer, it would be like the hybrid car for cancer.
You know, there was a car
like you
created
have-
that can run on water.
You have our.
I don't
I
think the
believe
guys
it.
are
There's
vegan.
our economy is completely based on oil. Let's disagree on that because of the
But
whatever reason. Our country,
okay.
but that doesn't mean that there isn't electric cars out there.
Okay, Nikola
doesn't
Tesla
mean-
invented the Tesla engine before the first car was ever invented.
Yeah.
When there was two ideas for an engine, there was a fuel combustion engine and there was a Tesla coil engine. They killed Tesla and kept his idea. 7 years later, it just pops around, and 20 years later after that, it starts getting major.
Yeah.
Okay. And
It
why
would
they
be
do
the
that?
same thing for cancer. Like if there was a cure for cancer,
No,
it would
no,
be
I
the
don't think
same
you.
thing.
No, I don't think you get it. They had They could have started the first car with a Tesla coil car.
All they have to do for this is to say that this cure for cancer is unaffordable. That you have to go through traditional methods. You don't. Why would they keep it a secret? It doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense. Why does Magic Johnson? Why did he get cured from AIDS if there was no cure for AIDS?
Because he has the best doctors.
Oh,
Because
so
he's
all of
a
a sudden,
athletic.
so the money
specimen.
is expensive. They can't.
Yeah,
But
you can afford it.
yeah. But cancer is also it affects people who have stress. Okay, stress is the number one cause of cancer. Stress?
I don't know if that. I don't know.
No,
if
that's a
true.
fact.
Okay.
Stress is the number one cause of cancer. It's a frame. It's when you have any negative emotion, whether it be anger or irritants, anything. These are chemicals that are going off in your brain. Chemicals are being released from your brain and it streams through your blood. That's why when you're angry, you feel it coursing through your veins when you feel anger, because it's literally those chemicals that are surging through your veins. So, and those are stress chemicals.
Normally I would have thought that this was like bullshit. You know what I mean? But I actually had kind of a life-changing experience that helped me share the same point of view that you have. I went to this place. It was like a spiritual center. I'm an atheist. I'm not really religious or anything, but I'm an American too, so I accept other people's cultures. My ex was taking me to go see this, so I went to go see it with open arms. So this guy, and he seemed very genuine about it. He could be lying, but I very sincerely doubt it. This guy had like terminal cancer, okay, like he was gonna die, and like through meditation and through just changing his frame of mind, changing the stress of it. He's been able to survive for years and years, and he's not cured of cancer, but it's under control.
Have you heard of Dr. Sebi?
No.
Dr. Sebi has cured people of cancer. And
what do you mean? Tell me about this.
Dr. Sebi was killed like Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was making a documentary about Dr. Sebi and about how he's cured people of cancer. And Dr. Sebi believes that Dr. Sebi he's a doctor. He's an old man who literally he knows most of the fruits and vegetables that you know didn't exist a couple hundred years ago. They were made.
Like what?
Carrots.
Carrots?
Yeah.
They didn't have carrots 100 years ago?
No,
It
they
was
did,
different.
but the ones we have now are a
Completely
specific
different.
kind. They're specific strain.
The old
like
ones
bananas.
had
Oh,
more.
I mean, they've
so-
been
nutrients.
genetically modified.
Yeah, so
Yes.
now we're
what we
only
are.
eating like certain ones,
And
not
the
like
old
ones
plants?
that are the wild ones.
Yeah, he focuses on the old plants. Like literally, he like plants that you've never even heard of or vegetables you've never heard of.
Okay, so there's a lot of carcinogens in the food that we eat, obviously.
The point is that it's all. He also believes in mucus. Like your body is full of mucus everywhere, in your brain, in your sinuses, in your lungs, you know. And mucus is he believes mucus is number one cause of any illness, disease. If you get rid of the mucus, which is understandable, it's like the poop or pee of your body.
Yeah, you're flushing out the.
Yeah, you know, you're taking out
Impurities.
literally the
Yeah.
toxins out of you. You know,
Mhm.
So
and
you
the
gotta
waste.
spit a bunch of phlegms out, like.
Well, it's
Yeah.
building up in your body. Which
Yeah.
can cause things to get fucked up.
And
you
if
know,
you start
I guess.
unclogging it,
Does that come from learning how to be polite, like not talking a loogie?
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
it all in now, so
Yeah.
we're gonna kill ourselves.
well, I think it just
Well,
comes naturally because of what we eat, what we drink, the air we breathe, what we do, what we smoke. You know, everything. You know.
But you know, certain cancers respond really well to treatment when they disappear. But there's certain kinds that don't, where it becomes like way more complicated. You know, like some of them get cured and are easily like people survive it.
Well,
Well, I
there's
have
leukemia to it.
Right.
I have
You know,
something
it's like-
personal going on right now, actually, and it's part of the reason why I was gone for a couple of days.
Oh,
My
okay.
grandpa, he had stomach cancer, and he like about 6 years ago, approximately, right? And he survived through chemotherapy. Okay, and now this time it's reemerged after 6 years.
Whoa.
But this time he's not going to do the chemotherapy. He's not strong enough to endure it, and he's like on his last few days or his last few months. You know, they say 1 to 6 months he's going to live, but they said that last time, and he lived for 6 years. But at
Okay.
least last time we did do the chemotherapy. I think this time he's closer to a month than he will be to 6 months. But
Yeah.
Damn.
it's crazy, you know. I mean, I think about his lifestyle, and my sister says something that's very true. You know, like the life you live is the life you get. Like she sees my grandpa, he's 85 years old, and you think like, oh, 85-year-old man with cancer, how great could his life be? You know what I mean? But she says that, and you don't think anything of it because he's 85. It makes sense for him to die at this age, right? But she says that there's people at the gym, and even though they're slow of movement, working out at 85 years
Yeah.
old who don't look 85 years old.
Yeah.
They look like they're in their 60s. They look like they're in their
Literally,
70s.
there was this woman that was like 95 years old, and literally she's walking like a 65-year-old would, like a fit 65-year-old. You know,
Mm.
she's literally walking with pace. She's got stamina. She's got like fuck, bro. You're almost a fucking century old, and you know, and that's why like when I look at my grandma, I'm like, grandma, you need to exercise a little more. You know, I see her dragging her feet a little or something, having a hard time. You know, and I just feel like, you know.
Mm.
And yeah, it's crazy. That health, man, it can really extend for a long time if you start using your body like that.
Yeah. I need
Yeah.
to lose like another 20, 30 pounds.
Hey, man.
Oh, me too.
You guys are on the same boat. Get a basketball. You guys got a court right across the street.
yeah.
Fucking play some hoops, dog.
Okay.
I played hoops with a bunch of guys at a park one time. I couldn't pick my legs up, bro.
Oh.
I was literally, I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna go do some pull-ups. You know, I fucking like literally, dog. I couldn't pick my legs up.
I mean, we'll pay for it. I mean, I guess you're investing.
They were
in the holiday of
hustlers,
your
though.
life, you know.
Yeah.
You're investing
They were
in holiday.
hustlers, though.
I-
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I want to be 85 and be in the mountaintop,
Right?
practicing kung fu.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Tai Chi.
Yeah, like
movement
Pai Mei
of the
from,
energy.
from Kill Bill.
Right.
You seen Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who goes like.
Oh,
That's the
man.
kind of old man I want to be.
Mhm.
Just some asshole who knows kung fu.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
totally.
Yeah. Seems cool. Yeah.
Like,
I'm with that. You can live in the mountains and be a hermit too. Like.
I mean, there's literally a hiking trail right behind our house. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's the.
And we'll be back right after our short break from our sponsors.
Okay.
That was like We prolonged that sponsor a long time.
It's okay.
All right, you wanna get this off camera?
All right. Hey, thank you guys for having me on.
Oh no, this is just halfway. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
Well, not halfway. We'll do a little.
We'll
Yeah,
feel
because
it
we
out.
did like an hour podcast already.
It's already an hour, so
Yeah.
the
So we'll do,
podcast
like,
range from
30,
an
40
hour and a
minutes.
half to
You guys don't
2.
think like I'm being inappropriate or anything on this?
No.
No, have you seen what we're talking about?
Yeah. The only thing with the podcast that my main thing is as long as we all try to light it with the wick.
The
Oh,
hemp wick
okay.
on there.
Yeah, try to use the hemp wick when you light it.
It'll.
Because that's a torch, so it'll like break the bowl or light it too much. And that's how you decalcify your pineal. If you use a lighter, you're not decalcifying your pineal. You know that, right? You know what decalcifying your pineal is? You know your third eye? So when
You have an eye in the middle of your brain. You know
like
that?
it's an actual organ of an eye that was. You know how your brain gives DMT?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your pineal gland. That's your third eye. And
butane like.
Do you have a restroom that you use?
yeah.
Yeah.
In mi casa.
I'm just setting this up for the part 2.
You
You
don't
don't
use
use
this
this elliptical?
Yeah, my mom's gonna.
Huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like she uses it. Okay.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a short break. Just hang in there and chill out. Man. Full ball head. Damn. That's crazy. Bro, I didn't notice if I like put my head down a little bit, you literally see like half my head is like bald.
So what, man? You own that shit, bro. You look like a fucking Roman philosopher or a fucking.
What do you mean?
That's how they show. Do you know that's how you also know your ancestry, right?
Oh, really?
There's genetic markers for baldness. There's genetic markers for feet shapes. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have the little pinky toe that.
The way you bald, it can tell you like where you're from or something.
Oh, nice.
It's crazy.
I ever haircut. Everyone likes my haircut, but it's like
Is there any comments?
nah. Well, except Adam, where he was saying like if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. That's it. Life doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, man.
I just gotta start that. Stand up because it's like sweating.
Yo, we got 2 viewers.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, during this episode, we've had our special guest, and we've been having a lot of fun talking about some cool stuff. And that's the point, Whatever you do in life, what are you going to do? You got to do what you got to do, and you got to do the best of what you got to do. You got to give the best to yourself, so you can give the best back to the world.
Well, yeah. Yes and no. We're live,
no.
but we're not recording.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me close that.
Cool. Thanks. That's supposed to have your little wick right here?
Huh?
You have
Yeah.
your little wick.
Yeah, He actually has like 100 feet or something of it.
2
Yeah,
months
but-
or something.
What? That's a lot of weight.
I use it.
Yeah, true.
Look, it's a big bundle right there.
There's some good nothing.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're good. You don't need to worry about that.
It won't like burn on fire and stuff. Okay.
I think it
Alright.
did the fire pretty well, actually.
Yeah,
Huh?
it makes it less intense, the flame.
Well,
And then
it's perfect
torching
targeting, you know? You
Yeah.
can just target where you want.
Yeah. Okay, so. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I think we're ready.
Oh, you drink Jameson as well?
Jameson?
Oh, no, that's my sister.
Oh, your sister drinks Jameson.
Yeah.
I just had some Jameson yesterday night.
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah. I had Sky vodka, but it was like blood orange flavored. I got like these samples from work.
I think I have something like that in my freezer.
Oh.
It's a shot.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just poured them in.
What do you drink?
Primarily beer, but I don't even like to drink really.
What kind of beer?
I like 805s.
Hold that
805s
for a second. Thanks, Anchor. Now back to the podcast.
Yeah.
So you like 805 beer?
805 is a honey blonde ale. It's perfect. Like for me, it's the perfect sweetness for a beer.
Okay.
You know, like I'm not an IPA guy. I don't like pale ales. You know?
I drink IPAs.
You drink
mostly.
IPAs?
Yeah. If
That's
I
very
were to
trendy.
drink beer
A lot of people drink IPAs.
Yeah,
I've been drinking it for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Before
I'm
it got
sure.
trendy,
Yeah.
he's like, I was
Right.
doing that. I made that trend.
It's like 2008. Like
Yeah, like 805. As soon as I tasted it, for me, like that's for me, you know, because I love Heineken, Stella, but they're kind of bland, you know. 805 just has a sweet kick to it.
I like Modelo, to be honest. Like, there's something about that gold bottle.
sells a lot. Yeah,
You
got
know?
the foil on it. You got to
It's
unwrap
smooth.
it. It's a gift.
Yeah,
It's
right.
smooth beer.
Put a fucking ribbon on it.
Yeah.
It's smooth, you know. It doesn't taste good.
Have you tried the 805?
I have.
Yeah?
I like it.
Nice.
It's not my normal beer.
Yeah.
You know.
I drink Elysium.
Elysium.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Hey, you know what fucking packs a kick and goes down smooth as fuck? And it's not too bad. I'm surprised about this. Don't laugh, but Bud Light Platinum. Not Bud Light.
But
Horrible beer.
platinum.
Bud Light Platinum packs a fucking kick.
I have not tried it.
Yeah, it's relatively cheap, I would say. You know, but it's a good beer, I would say.
Interesting.
Yeah. I probably disappointed all the beer enthusiasts out there.
Like,
That
what is
sounds
he saying
so
right
fucking
now?
basic,
You don't
know?
drink craft beer from Germany? What is this? What is this, bro?
There's
Come
actually
on.
a craft beer that I love. I absolutely
Okay.
fucking love it. It's really good, and it's
Yeah.
a craft beer. It's a red ale from Tahunga. You know the Crow's Nest? The Crow's Nest?
The bar over there?
Yeah. The
Mhm.
Crow's Nest. It's like a sports bar. You know?
Okay.
Is it on the curve of Foothill?
Yeah,
right off of the Mount Gleason type of area?
Yeah. Bingo. Man,
Oh, I think I know
this
what you're talking
fucking
about.
red ale is bomb as fuck and packs a kick. The bottle's nice. It's just really good beer, and it's a local type deal. You know?
Nice.
so
Yeah,
it's-
so it's fresh.
Yeah, definitely.
You hear that, hipsters? I can be hip too.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of you's ever heard of this beer. I think it's called the Captain's Ale.
The Captain's Ale.
Yeah.
Mm. I like drinking from the tap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like
no, not
oh, I thought-
directly
yeah,
under the tap.
not
Barney
the
Gumble
style.
style.
But like,
No, not
Okay.
directly under the tap. I like drinking from the tap.
those are tapped from like a keg, so it
Yeah.
stays like good, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like
But it just for me, I don't know why a bottle doesn't go down smoothly. Like I have to have it in a glass, you know. And if it's you know like if it to tap it just I don't know.
there's something about tap.
Yeah, but from the glass it's different from the bottle. If I'm from the bottle, then I might not even finish the bottle. But if it's from the glass, I'll fucking swallow that shit.
I get what
okay.
you're saying. Sometimes the bottles are brown. You can't really see through it.
Well,
Yeah,
not only
yeah.
that, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's a circle. It's the opening. It's just too small. But if I have a fucking glass, I'm literally just gulping it.
Yeah, I get you.
You
I
know,
get what you mean.
instead of sipping on it, I'm gulping it at this point.
Yeah, I guess I think I drink more heavily at the bar than if I'm just drinking at home.
Yeah, because you're
Because
just
if
drinking
you're drinking
bottles
from home, you're drinking from a bottle.
and you're sipping,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even know if I want to finish that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
If you go to a bar, you're like, give me one more.
You have like
The
3 in a row.
pictures come in and shit. You're like, we're not fucked up yet, and
Yeah.
we're playing darts. Oh, my ass.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think it is that people drink more?
Well, it's in the
we're
bar.
We're comparing ourselves. Right?
No, but you're also.
Why do you think we drink more?
Because it's
you're
the
in a
bar.
social setting.
Yeah.
And it's where people have fun. You're just enjoying the moment.
You're
When you're at
supposed
home,
to drink more like that. Like I feel like it's supposed to be like you're there to drink. That's why you're there. I mean,
you're there to have fun. So it's at home. You're chilling, right? So it's not like you're trying to get pounded and fuck shit up. No, man. You're like, I'm gonna drink some beers and smoke a blunt, But
go to sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
But when you're at a bar, you're like, all right, let's get another pitcher, play a couple games,
Yeah.
And you're just trying to have fun and shit.
We'll
So
go to another bar right after we're done here.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
we're
it's
gonna
like-
keep going to different bars,
And get more drunk.
get
Yeah.
drunker,
Until we
So we need
get
an
kicked
Uber.
out.
until
Yeah.
the drunkest,
Yeah.
So we
the
need
last
an
man standing.
Yeah.
They're doing fucking contests. Last man standing.
Uber made drinking so much better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
We can
Dude,
drink anywhere.
Yep. Worst case scenario,
Call
take
it
an Uber.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why is
The
why was
convenience
calling a
factor.
taxi so much harder than calling
Because
Uber?
Because of the rates, you don't,
Like, they're more expensive, right? I
yeah,
imagine.
it's just so much more convenient. Like you don't even have to fucking talk to them. You fucking put in the address. You're drunk as fuck. Is go home. I'm here.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
$6. Okay. You already know the rate, everything. You're like, I'll give them a $2 tip. They're like, you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
you don't have to worry about the homie too. Like, say you go out with a homie, and like,
Oh,
you find a girl. You're the one driving, right? You're like, oh well, bro, I'm gonna go with the girl. You can take an Uber home, and it's not a
Yeah.
big deal, right? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
But
yeah.
I'm broke. Here's
Oh,
$5,
too fucking bad,
motherfucker.
bro.
Yeah.
Get the fucking Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, recently I've been to a bunch of parties that I haven't been to too many, but the last few times I've gone, I just took an Uber. Like, oh, you drove here? I was like, no, I was planning on drinking, so why would I even drive here? You guys drove here? What? Like, I just took an Uber. It was cheap. It was so inconvenient. Like, I'm gonna get fucked up and then go back
I'm
home.
like,
no.
I'm not gonna drink that much anyways. So
Right,
I
right.
just drive there.
Well, if in that case, yeah. But like, I went to
Because
my 10-year reunion. People drove there. I was like, I just took an Uber. You guys, I don't know what you guys are planning to do, but there's a lot of free alcohol here. So it was like, I had fun.
I have never driven like more drunk than I should be. Like I knew.
Oh man, sometimes I was at least like 0.2 or something.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about legally.
Oh,
I'm talking about like I know I can drive or not.
right, okay. There's only been one
You're
time.
not supposed to drink at all.
What?
Yeah,
No,
well,
you can.
technically.
You can drink.
Yeah,
You
but
can have a beer
you can have
or
a
two,
beer.
and then hang out for about half an hour, and then still drive, and you'll be under.
Yeah, but
so,
even
so
if you get
take
pulled
like
over, and
5
you're still-
shots.
if you get pulled over for whatever reckless reason, right? Like, and say you're under the drinking limit, you still get you can still get a DUI.
Well,
You
that's
can
if
get
they
a
give you a
DUI
test.
with 0.07.
That's if they give you a
Alcohol
test and then
content.
you fuck up or something.
Because it also matters if they feel like you're able
unsafe.
to do it or not.
If you're a
Right,
grown
yeah.
ass man, you're like, me and my wife were just going home after dinner. She had wine, I
Okay.
had some cognac,
Yeah. I agree
Right.
for the most
Or
part.
if you're
People
like
understand.
Yeah.
22,
The
and
moral of
you're
the
like-
story is have a woman with
But
you
if the cop wants to
get
be a dick, if the cop wants to be a dick and give you a DUI for having one drink and being 0.07 instead of 0.08, you
Yeah.
can still get a DUI at 0.07.
But that's
You
but
can fight
that's-
that in court, I
yeah,
guess.
you can fight
but
that.
it's just more money and time
Yeah,
wasted for
yeah.
you.
But it's as you said, if he's being a dick and if you give him probable cause, like if you're fucking up during the walking a straight line, then you clearly, or like you're looking around when like his fingers, so it depends on how you're acting, But I'm not saying, hey man, we should drink and drive. No, I'm not saying that at all.
Well, I got a DUI when I was 20.
Oh shit!
Right before I turned 21, like 2 months before. And that was crazy because they tested me like multiple times. I got 4 different tests to see how drunk I was. Admittedly, I was a bit more high than I was drunk, so that was not even the problem. And then they told me their breathalyzers, they didn't have any. They're all broken. So they had
That's bullshit.
Yeah, and they had 2 other cop cars come, and none of the guys had breathalyzers, supposedly. And they said they have to take me down to the station to test me there. And that means my car got impounded. No
That's
choice.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid. So then I blew under. I got, like, at the station, but I was 21. I wasn't 21 yet.
So
I
anything
flew under.
is a DUI.
Yeah, but it was like 0.4 or something. But he's like, if it was higher, they didn't even give me like the full DUI.
Yeah. They
So-
just took you in and gave you a
They give
warning.
you a
And I got a
DUI
ticket.
Okay.
Basically, I had to pay a fine of like $600,
Oh,
but
that's
I didn't
not
get
so bad.
tried, and they didn't like take it to court. They just dismissed the case. But I still had to pay the ticket. That was like $600. Then to get my car, the impound was like another $500, something like that.
Oh, you got
So-
lucky.
So I paid $1,000. Yeah, I did get lucky, but that was because they also kept me in the cell there for like 3 hours in the middle of the night, and they also my hookah was in the car at the time because we were coming back from a party, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so what do you do with this bong? You smoke weed out of it?" They're like, and I was like, "No, that's for tobacco use only, my friend." That's what I told them. I was like, you can even look through it. I don't even care. Like, you would not even find any trace of marijuana in that device. So you can do whatever. I don't care.
Especially to like true hookah smokers. Like if this is a hookah they like, they're not gonna smoke weed in it.
That it's gonna be a separate one. That
Yeah,
maybe
it's
So
gonna
like
be a
true
crap-
hookah smokers don't smoke weed out of a hookah.
no.
If they here's how it is. In the Middle East, the reason why Middle Eastern parents don't like weed, hypothetically, is because the only way they smoked weed in the Middle East is with hash. And the only way they smoked
It's true.
it was in a hookah. It's the easy way to smoke it, and the only weed they had access to was hash. So when they would smoke hash out of hookahs, they literally get zombied out, and then like
so strong
y- y-
because the hash has its
Yeah,
bubbles
you know,
in there.
it's true. And
Yeah.
you know, for some reason, I've never been higher than when I've smoked from a hookah as opposed to any other
Method.
method.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
well,
for some
well,
reason, I get really high when I smoke weed out of a hookah.
well,
I used to have this friend.
yeah.
His name was, I can't remember his name. But he was,
His name was something, man.
no, Najit. His name was
Najit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. And he was from Egypt. And I
Oh,
used
tight.
to sneak into the hookah bar when I was like about 16 years old.
Nice.
And I would bring some weed, right? And I'm like, "Do you smoke weed, Najit?" You know, and he's like, "Of course, my friend." You know, so in my country it was hash. It was so funny that you said that.
Yeah.
And he made this perfect blend
Yeah.
of shisha, you know, and cannabis, and we would smoke it together. And man, it was such a good smoke, dude. Like it was.
You're getting
that's
the
why-
nicotine. Like when I used to smoke weed and smoke hookah, I felt like I could take bigger hits than ever before. I was like, "Whoa, I'm taking
He's
massive rips right now. Like, how is this even? How am I even doing this? Like, like it was like weird."
No, no, for sure. Like,
Yeah, have you ever gotten that where you're like, "Whoa, like how am I even like hitting the hookah like this hard?"
and I remember too, so Najee taught me the formula, right? And my ex bought me. This is probably one of the best days of my life. Okay,
Tight.
my ex bought me a hookah, and I mixed the thing, and we went to Six Flags, and we're fucking smoking the hookah inside the car, and we're getting a fucking hot box, okay, and we're having the time of our lives, just being high at Six Flags all day. Like we had just smoke. We didn't have to keep smoking throughout the day. We just rode that high all fucking day long. Fucking
Wow.
roller coaster.
Pretty strong, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? Did you use Kush or did you use hash?
You know, it was this strain at the time. It was called Bubba Kush. Do you remember that?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Bubba Kush was like the best weed for a while, right? Like it had like a
Like-
little name to it. You know what I mean? Like I had that.
Oh,
Picked up from the homie in Tonga or something? Yeah.
I lived in Bellflower at the time.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, I probably picked it up from. Oh my god! Let me tell you this story. We were talking about cops, and it made me remember this. Okay, so I could have got a DUI once, but I didn't.
Okay.
But not for alcohol, but for weed. You know, I was
Ah.
hotboxing my car, and I got off on Ocean View, and I made a really fucking bitchin' turn just because I was a young dipshit.
Oh,
You know, I was probably like about
that's
25 years old.
acceptable. Yeah.
I was driving an Acura Vigor. Okay, and it was like a really cool car to like make a whatever. I made a bitchin' turn. So the cop saw that and pulled me over, right? So he pulls me over, I roll the window down, fucking smoke hits him in the face.
Right.
And he's all like, "So where you going in such a hurry, fucking pothead, you know? And I'm all like, I'm going to Jack in the Box. And
He laughed.
he had the same reaction. He had the same reaction. He's like, I believe you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, that's
He's
where
like-
you would be going. Like,
And so he goes to his partner, right? And they put me in handcuffs and they say, okay, we're going to search the car. You have anything in here? And like, I have a little bit of weed. He's like, okay, have you been drinking or anything like that? And I'm like, no, you know, I was drinking, but I wasn't drunk at all. I probably had like one or two. Okay, well, regardless of which.
Never mind.
So he
you said
puts, me
that.
in the back of the, he puts me in the back of the cop car and I'm cooperating because I know at this point, there's really nothing I could say. My eyes are red. My car smells like weed. I have weed in the car. Like, he's just going to find it.
right.
You know what I mean? So I admit to
You told
everything.
him you smoked weed.
Yeah. Okay. So then he finds the weed, and he gives it. And he's all like, "Where'd you get this weed?" You know? And I'm all like, "Oh, I got it from some black guy at the party." Oh, that wasn't true, but that's what I said.
Okay.
And he's all like, "Story checks out. You're free to go."
Story checks out.
They're like, oh, this guy just probably smoked weed for the first time right now, and he's like
He's going to Jack in the Box.
after some guy just gave him weed at a party, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's.
I wasn't
hilarious.
gonna give up my connect.
Oh,
You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
Like, so
What-
I just came up with the first line that came to my head.
Some
Like-
black guy at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's like, "Fuck, that's
Bro, you-
probably true.
Yeah.
You're free to go."
You know when the first time? You know how the first time I took acid happened?
Tell me.
I was at Venice Beach with like 3 of my friends. We're walking, and some guy's on a bike with like a rainbow LED lights in his fucking tires and a tie-dye t-shirt and like a boom box and playing music, and he's like, acid, who wants acid? I'm like, I do.
And then they
And-
did.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you just had no idea you were gonna do acid that day.
No.
No.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what?
But
Today,
it wasn't even like good acid. It was just high euphoria.
like, look at the time. Oh, you know what? I should do acid right now.
Yeah.
That was just basically.
Seems legit.
It was so apart that, like, when he said it, I felt the universe like, go for it,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm like, thanks, you know.
like a beam of light.
Yeah,
just
and
hit
then-
the acid.
and then
Thanks,
later-
Jesus.
On the way back home, me and my friend were like, you know, high euphoria, we're laughing and shit. It was our cousin Hove's birthday,
Okay.
but
He's also home.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they were in Old Town with all their homies.
Oh yeah.
And we went and met up with them. We saw them in Old Town. We were driving in Old Town and we met up with them. They're like,
okay.
hey, Chris, you know.
You just happened to see him on the
I
street.
think so, yeah. Or
Oh,
we met up
crazy.
with them. He called us. He's like, where are you? We're in Pasadena. Like, we
Oh,
just
nice.
left the beach. I'm on. You know, I didn't tell him I'm on acid or something. I don't know. I remember, but I told him later.
Oh, for sure.
I told my mom, like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm straight up, bro. If someone's tricked me into doing fucking crack before, bro. Someone's tricked me into doing before
You've done
crystal
crack?
meth. Crystal
What
meth.
was that like?
Crystal
Okay,
meth.
crack versus crystal meth. Let's get the.
Oh no, not crack. Crystal meth, bro.
Oh, you did crystal meth.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that like?
It's the devil's drug.
Why do people do it? Like, what is it? What's the whole?
It makes them feel.
Is it different from coke? Because I've done coke before.
It's completely different from coke.
Well, okay, compare and
Coke,
contrast
coke
the two.
is one of the stupidest things because literally, like, you barely enjoy yourself. You think you are. You always want more, and then when you wake up, you feel like shit. Like, it's just completely
We both
useless
agree
drug.
that coke is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know?
I don't
basic-
like. I don't like
It's
coke.
Yeah.
like
But
it's just a
crystal
waste.
meth-
I tried it because I was in college. I tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like stupid.
but crystal meth, it puts like the devil's voice in your head.
What do you
And-
mean?
What the fuck?
Explain.
You literally will start hearing the devil's voice.
What do you mean? Tell me what's that like?
Like
What
something
what
talking
is
to you?
hearing the devil's voice? What does that mean? Like your dark side? Is it like hearing
Is it you or is it something else that's not you?
You are accessing a new part of yourself. When you become spiritual, what do? You are accessing a new part of yourself. When you become spiritual, you are accessing the part of yourself that connects with God or the higher consciousness. Okay? When you do
Or
crystal meth, you are accessing a very deep, dark parts of yourself.
Oh.
These are thoughts that can only come from a certain place. Okay.
So you're accessing that negative.
Yes. And once I realized whose voice I was hearing in my head, you know, where this voice was coming from, the true intention, the vibration of this voice, once I understood it, I began to learn from it. I learned. So when I hear this voice in the real world, I know who's talking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know,
It's crazy though.
is that a different voice in your head, or is that like, I don't want to say this about you as a person, right?
No,
But
yeah.
is that something? Is that a place that everybody can go to?
No, that's
Are
what,
we
it's,
all
ev-
that kind of evil? You know what I mean?
Everybody-
Like, are we all that kind of
It's not.
person?
It's a part of
It's
you.
about we
but
are
it's like a
humans.
different
We're
part.
humans, right?
Right.
So we're limited. That means we're not perfect. So that means we can reach. There's many different types of humans, ranging from great, superb, extreme, supreme to fucking low, fucking worthless scum, disgusting vermin. You know, whatever it is. There's many different levels that we can reach.
Okay.
And that's all it's about. What level you choose to put yourself out. In the situation that I was in, I got drugged by somebody. Okay, I chose to not become the victim of it. I chose to overcome it. I chose to do what the only thing you can do in any situation. Try to grow from it. I didn't give up. I didn't
You
let
didn't
myself.
freak out and jump out a window, basically.
So we all make
Yeah.
the choice. Basically, that it comes down to freedom of choice again. Like this is a recurring theme that we're going through right here.
Yeah.
You know? Just naturally too. You know.
Yeah.
But do you have free
So
will?
we all have
Chris?
the potential. So we all have the
Free will
potential
has
to be pieces
Yeah.
of shit. And we have the
Yeah.
potential to be great. And then
Exactly.
we find ourselves somewhere in the middle.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it depends.
I feel like
you know,
I've been slowly getting from more asshole to less asshole, like in my life, and I'm pretty happy with that.
You know what?
I feel good about that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I
Like,
could have just stayed like a jerk, basically, but you know,
sometimes that side
Sure.
comes out.
sure. Oh, it happened. Yeah. Oh, we used to
I see what you mean. I'm proud of that too. I'm less of an asshole than I was. When
I think
was
it's
younger.
because you become more aware of like other people and yourself.
As-
So you just become more of like,
Literally-
oh, why am I being a dick right
Exactly.
now for no reason?
The
Or,
whole
you know,
key
it's
is
like-
to like look
it's like-
at anything as to try to learn from it.
Mhm.
The whole key, like if you are doing anything and you're not open to something, if you're not open to it, if you're not learning to try to understand, if you think you're above it already, then you're never gonna learn. People that think they know stuff and they don't listen to people, they stop learning. That's how you become dumb. That's how you
Oh,
become
man.
stupid.
I think you're absolutely right. I am guilty of that myself.
We all
Like,
do that sometimes.
You know, like for the longest time, I thought I fucking. And you know what? It's funny. My parents told me this stuff too. You know, like, oh, when you're young, you think you know everything, and I'm like, I don't think like that.
But
You
that's
know,
the thing.
You do. You do.
Well, parents they say don't do this, don't do that, but we need to be explained. We need to know. So if you say listen and don't talk to listen twice as much as you talk because you have 2 ears to one mouth, because that's the only way you can learn. You know, when you say something, you're not learning. You're repeating information you already know. When you tell them like that to a child, and when you listen to people, whether they're right or wrong, you can learn something either about themselves, yourself, or the world. Then you're fucking giving knowledge to the kid. It's not like, no, do this, do that. You're telling him the reasoning behind it. He's making the connections himself. You know?
Yeah.
He's making the conscious connection himself. So that is giving the kid the choice now, not just telling him yes, no. You know?
Right. Or like masturbation makes you blind.
Masturbation is bad. It's very
Okay,
bad.
Yeah. So I'm on day 6 right now of abstaining.
And it's hard, too. It's super hard.
That's what she said.
Like, have you ever not jerked off for a period of time?
I'm like maybe a week.
Okay. Have you noticed that during that week you start feeling better and better? Like you literally feel better,
I did
and
not
then
notice this.
huh?
I did not
How-
notice.
how
I
about that
noticed
immediate-
that I wanted to fucking jerk it more.
How
That's
about
pretty much it.
well, because
Yeah.
your testosterone's getting higher and your impulse in your brain is telling you to, because it's our biological need in this world to procreate, and your body doesn't know the difference between procreating and jerking off. It just thinks its job in life is done.
I do realize that if I'm gonna see, if like I know I'm gonna get some pussy that I really want, like some really good grade A pussy, right? Like, I don't masturbate for a few days. I just kind of like I wait till that day.
You get
Yeah.
your instincts
Energy.
going where you're like, I'm gonna take it. Like
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He's ready. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, I'm ready. He's like, okay, we got this.
I still do the one before she gets there, so that way you don't just bust right away.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but at
Love
this point, I have
too much.
saved enough. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
So there's this thing called semen retention.
Okay.
That is, it's super powerful. I'm being honest. I've done many things in life. Okay, my spiritual journey. I'm not trying to, it's my spiritual journey started long ago. But like I went to Bali for like 34 days, right? and I studied with spiritual gurus, leaders, like in ceremonies, prayers, practices, meditations, So like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm saying like
This is what you do.
I've had an extent, and I love it because it's part of my lifestyle, right?
Okay.
But also, semen retention is the most powerful thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
What does it do for you?
Okay, this is a secret. Okay.
Yeah.
That literally the world
You
doesn't
guys-
know. It has no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, they literally have no idea.
We have a short episode on it, but
There's a short episode.
Yeah,
on
we
it.
have a podcast, episode
podcast
5.
Give me the TLDR version of it, like the too long to read.
Okay,
yeah, Reddit
basically, all throughout history, the strongest energy source that humans have is their sexual energy. That's the strongest energy source we have in anything, because everything we do in our life, in our daily basis, to our long-term goals, are determined on procreating or creating a family, establishing some sort of security for continuing your line. It's procreation. It's literally to have another child. That's our
The
top.
power of life.
It's also our body's number one top priority is to procreate.
Okay.
Okay. Or else the species dies off. Like literally, koalas, they don't have sex and shit. Pandas, all those lazy creatures die off because they don't have sex.
All life forms ideally want to thrive. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So and sexual energy has been used and to manipulate for hundreds and thousands of years, from women to men, from Cleopatra, Maria Antoinette. If you read some books and look at the history of these powerful people and the power plays that they made on each other, it's all using sexual energy and manipulation, using the sexual energy. And it's very powerful because you can see people who are a slave to their sexual energy, or they enslave their sexual energy. You can see people who wield their sexual energy as a sword, or they let their sexual energy use them. The society has in everything, and from film to TV to music to Instagram, everywhere you look, it's sex. They're selling sex. It's everywhere, right? And they normalize men's masturbation now, and it's a way of keeping us docile. Okay, so here's an actual fact. Okay, your balls create testosterone, right? The more you don't jack off, the more testosterone you save. This is an actual fact. Is it people think that your balls just stop creating semen? No, that's not what it is. It recycles the semen.
It maintains a baseline, yeah.
But it recycles the semen as well.
Well, athletes do this, right? They do that. They don't-
Mike Tyson didn't have sex for 5 years. Muhammad Ali practiced semen retention. From the Dalai Lama to Socrates, Pythagoras, Kanye West, 50 Cent, Mark Wahlberg. The list goes on. Michelangelo, Nikolai Tesla, there's so many more. Like, it's insane. All these, Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill is Winston Churchill. All these great people. They realize the power of sexual energy. And these are all the people I named. They are people who have given credit to sexual energy publicly. They are not people who, there's so many others that haven't publicly given credit to it. These people that have actually used this to gain that. You get what I mean?
So this is why God's pushing this whole don't masturbate thing.
In lust, here's the thing: sex energy is a sacred energy. When you have sex with someone, you basically feel like you're sharing. You can feel their energy.
Yeah.
You can literally feel their energy. You know that person better after sex.
Okay.
You get what I mean? And you even carry their energy with you for several days after, if anything. You feel that part of them in
It's
you.
like that part in Avatar, right, where they connect the tails.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get what I mean?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, what is it really? It's sacred, bro. You're intertwining souls with people. That's why if you have sex with like fucked up people, like let's say like they're psycho, she's a psycho bitch, you're gonna feel negative and shit. You just fucked a crazy bitch. What the fuck? You're like, it
You
fucks
got the
you up.
bad juju on you.
Yeah, you
now.
got the bad juju,
And
man.
It's on you.
And because you feel it. You get what I mean?
And I never thought of it that way, but it's kind of true.
It is, bro. All these things that humans have so much information that is not connected, but every information that they know is connected. And once they start connecting this information, they will start seeing the universe for as it is. We are all one. We are all interconnected. The whole,
Oh,
So by having sex with a hoe, I myself am.
yeah,
basically.
you're basically
Sorry to
tainting
say
your
it,
own
bro.
self.
I know some
know,
man
it's kind
whores
of-
myself, man.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's what they do it to themselves, bro. You can't. You gotta fight the system.
So one thing that Chris doesn't mention, the reason why they attribute this thing to semen retention is not the fact that they're not only not doing it, is because your body, after like around 30 days or so,
No.
how long?
After
90 days?
74 days,
Okay,
74
your
days,
body-
your chronological clock reabsorbs the dead sperm cells. The
your body's
spermatozoa.
always making and
It-
breaking down the sperm
it-
that doesn't get used.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
old
but-
sperm doesn't just hang out there.
The-
It's
the old-
reabsorbed into your body.
into your blood cells.
yeah.
Into your blood
So
cells.
all that
and into your
nutrition
pineal glands.
so all that nutrients that your body has saved up for that is reabsorbed into your body.
1 ounce of semen is equivalent to 60 ounces, nutritionally, 60 ounces of blood. That's how much nutrition is packed in. It said that 2 guys can live for weeks off of each other's cum. Like if 2 guys, I know this is weird, right? Okay, listen. If you're ever stranded somewhere with another guy, you guys can survive. It won't work off of your own, because your body doesn't register that protein because it's your own protein.
Right.
But if
Weird.
I was
yeah.
told this by
Okay.
someone, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he told you.
but the point being that
think
each
you're
1 ounce of semen is equivalent to 60 ounces of blood. Not only that, it has the ability to create life, man. It has the ability to fucking create. If there was anything else in this world that had the ability to create life, that shit would be worth fucking like millions of dollars. That shit would be worth a fucking great value. But instead, we're fucking just jerking our dicks off, fucking coming in toilets and socks, you know, in your hand. Who the fuck does
So
shit like
basically, the testosterone gets reabsorbed into your body, and you get boosted levels of testosterone,
that?
and that's what drives you to do what you know.
1 month, you'll see a fucking difference.
You'll feel like
Even
way
2
different.
weeks, you'll see a fucking difference.
Yeah.
You're literally the amount of energy that you're gonna
I've
have.
done it for a month.
It's gonna
and
brainwash
there's a
you
difference.
to jerk off. Your body.
You don't even want to
the
after
whole-
a few weeks.
Yeah, the whole purpose of it is to leave your body. It's literally trying to leave your body. You get what I mean?
It just
It does
basically.
anything to try to. It tries to fuck with your. It tries to get you to jerk off. It's whole, you know, and especially it's because of all these things that we've done to ourselves. People don't understand what porn does to the mind. Porn fucks up your mind. It literally, it basically desensitizes it desensitizes you to reality. So when you meet a girl, like you can watch anything, bro, on porn. You can watch big tits, big butts. You want 2 girls, 3 girls. What type of race do you want? You know, like what situation? What do you want? You can choose
Customize
anything,
any flavor,
right?
any topping.
Exactly. So what it does is it desensitizes just pleasure for you.
Okay.
So when you meet a regular girl, it doesn't. You almost don't even feel like you want to talk to her because you feel like you're not gonna even enjoy it. You know?
Is that how you feel?
No. This is an actual fact. What happens? You get
Well,
what I mean? I have a girlfriend.
I felt that
I'm very happy.
for some time where I was like, you know what? It's like I'm not even like, am I even interested in this girl? I don't know. Really?
It
Like,
has
like
happened
that,
to
where
me
it's like
before.
that.
You know,
It's
of
like-
course. But the thing is that people don't see that it actually fucking inhibits your social abilities. Yeah. And not only it fucks up with your thing, it fucks up with your like now regular girls don't even look like what you want almost. You need this, that, you want this, that, you know?
They need
And-
to look a specific
Yeah,
way.
bro. And it's it's about it's making the
Where what
lust
she was wearing in the video. And again,
or
you know,
get a boob job or
Yeah.
you go to the gym, get your ass bigger, you know?
yeah, like some
Wow.
girl I knew.
You know,
She's like,
what's-
oh, I got a boob job because it makes it feel more everything more even. I was like, that's not why you got a boob job.
yeah, I felt lopsided. She's like,
Yeah. Oh, double.
Well,
B's,
some
you
girls
know?
do have a bigger tit than the other. Like,
No.
Usually it is.
but she was
Slightly
talking about
different.
like she had nothing.
She had like B's, but now she has like D's.
Yeah,
So, you know.
I have to admit, like boob technology has improved significantly.
Oh,
from
yeah.
when I was younger.
Boob technology
Boob is great.
is
but,
evolving, man.
Yeah,
It is
We got-
because I remember like early 2000 models.
You remember? Yeah, you remember older boob types?
Yeah,
Jeez.
they pop and like they get infected.
They didn't
and shit.
feel like boob.
Right,
Like
but
these
now
new boobs, they can feel that way. I mean, sure, they're a little bit more firm.
Mhm.
You know,
more like
you could
tits.
tell.
yeah,
You could tell.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
they make
still,
the
like it's
bag
a
airier
much
or more
better. It's
playable.
much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
It's not firm like
It doesn't
watermelons.
It doesn't have that ugly scar. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, because they're going
they
through
used
the
to have the
nuclear
ugly
area
scar
now.
underneath the
That's crazy. Yep. But they can't really feel it. Like once you get a piercing on your nipple, you can't feel anything anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
they're
it sensitizes.
Like for girls, like then
And-
they kind of lose like more than half the pleasure they
And-
get from like.
especially when doing the boot job, you can't do breastfeeding after that.
How come when I see a girl with a tongue ring, I automatically think she's like a cop
Because
sucker?
that's
Like,
because it's an extreme thing to get a piercing in your tongue, and usually they use it as because usually the excuse is that they want to give better head.
right? Like,
What
But
the fuck does that even?
it doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's a good excuse, and then they can use that to do whatever they want. You know what I mean? They can use it as leverage to be like, yeah, I got this because
of that.
I like doing
but
this,
it's
but
not
it's,
because of that.
And then
No,
it's like a fucking punchline. It's breaking the ice, you know. So like, I got the tongue because
I'm automatically wanting that. Like I'm like, okay, this girl sucks dick.
exactly
Right.
It's
I'm going after
yeah,
her.
just like the
Just
girls
throw
that
in
wear
the
the girls that wear the chokers, they're into like kinkier stuff than like those like a lot of the girls that was a thing for a while, but it became normal fashion. But for a while, if a girl wore a choker, that meant she actually liked to be like
You know what girls
choked
are
and
kind
like
of.
hit.
You know what kind of girls are promiscuous? I found this. Like, do you
Okay.
know what indie chicks are? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
and they're kind of like 80s, but not 80s. It's like modern 80s type stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they wear like a lot of black or like the eyeliner. They're always like super artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Totally.
But they're always like pretty sexually down. Like they like the bondage stuff and all that stuff.
That's because also I think that's like a thing for them.
It
They're
totally
just they're just down.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like indie chicks.
That's the culture they're in. That's the culture they're in. So that's what they replicate. It's all like that. Whatever your culture is in, like whatever your thing is, then that's what you're gonna mimic that. Obviously, it's
I'm
not
really
gonna-
happy that I'm not the only one that noticed this. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it's blatantly
Like before,
obvious.
they were hipster chicks that were like that. They all smoked cigarettes. They had piercings, and they were down. And that was like a thing for a while until
they like coffee for some reason.
Yes. Like every girl was like, oh shit, so much coffee for some reason, and they're like drinking a lot of coffee because they just wanted to be like hyped up on coffee.
Coffee and cigarettes. It's a good mix.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like scene? Are you talking about scene chicks?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Some
back
chicks
before-
are a little different than
Yeah.
indie chicks.
Oh, you're right.
Like scene is more like emo.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I remember those girls. Yeah, they're
Those
all
are
like,
fun.
yeah. I just make out with all my girlfriends. Like, okay, that's cool info.
I support this.
Yes.
Please
Like-
make out more with your girlfriend,
Yeah,
just to be sure.
they're all like that, like piercings and tattoos and all black, and their hair was all
I'm very
straightened
much
down.
attracted to that kind of girl too. Like it's like kind of.
I was. I don't know. It depends on the girl now, mostly. But
yeah, you have to, like that's the thing. People are so into, they don't realize what they want, and you just need to. Sometimes what you need isn't what you want, and it's not that you don't want it; it's that you didn't know you wanted it.
Yeah, like in a previous episode, I said that I was just looking for pretty much just slutty girls for a while, and that's what I was putting my energy towards. And that happened, but then I wasn't really happy. So I was like, damn, maybe I should just get a nice girlfriend and just fuck all these stupid.
You gotta,
like-
you gotta meet a good slut though. There's good sluts and bad sluts. Like
I guess
All
I
right.
was not the right ones, I guess. I
How
don't
about
know.
no slut? Because
Yeah.
sluts don't end up good, man.
Oh,
Because
I
they're still
beg to
gonna-
differ. Some of my best friends are sluts. Like I have to admit, like I've had a lot of fun with sluts.
Okay, it's
But-
fun that we
Yeah,
won't raise a
but-
family.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying that I need to raise a family with a slut.
Okay, well,
Like it just is what it is.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
Okay, that depends on your goals, man. Because
Right,
you're
yeah.
saying,
Because
you
for a while, that's
we
what I
want a
thought I
slut, but you
wanted,
don't want a slut.
But
you're
it wasn't what I wanted. I
Exactly.
actually want like a stable.
saying. You want someone
Everybody
else.
wants that. That's more rare than sluts. Sluts are more common. You know, it's
Right.
like
So set your
Like,
bar
say, like-
lower according to what's out there.
yeah, like see, like everybody wants.
Yeah, no.
Set your bar
Let's-
lower
let's-
according to what's out there.
Let's
You gotta
compare it to
conform
let's
to the
compare it
masses.
to let's compare it to Pokemon. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So you have like the rare Pokemon.
Find yourself a fine woman that puts up with you.
Yes, exactly. Find
But
yourself
still
a fucking
cares about you.
a woman that cares about you but puts up with your bullshit. And but she's the best for you.
That's
she literally
more
makes you the
important,
best
but
version
she
of
needs
yourself.
to be a slut too. You guys don't understand.
Well, she will
You
be
know.
for you because she's
Yeah,
putting up with your
exactly.
shit, obviously. So
But a slut isn't. That's not a slut, bro. A slut is a girl who gets with a bunch of guys. That's what a slut is.
She doesn't care either way about you. She just wants
I don't know.
the experience.
I feel like there's more.
I think you want a slut because apparently you want a girl that goes to a bunch of guys after. Is that
That's
yeah?
her. That's her.
It's a
thing.
booty call. Oh wow,
That's her
you don't mind, huh?
I don't care. I don't
For
care.
life. That's what.
No.
you don't mind.
I would rather have a relationship with somebody who's honest and nice. And
Okay,
all that. Yeah,
but-
like, I get it. But that's more rare than sluts. Sluts are more common.
So you're gonna keep looking for
okay.
the sluts?
No,
and the rest?
It's okay.
Okay,
Like,
no,
it's like I'm fishing for that
Which one's
marlin,
more-
right?
Okay.
But
But
in the
meantime,
we're
you're
catching
catching
bass.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know?
but if you don't release some
Right,
back, if you
Yeah.
wait and give your time to that bass, you need to release that, bro. You need to unhook them.
You don't
Yeah.
know you're gonna catch the bass, right? You don't know it's a bass on the end of that fucking rope
until you pull it out, I guess.
Yeah, and you're like,
I'm
all right, well,
telling
the
you right
bass
now,
is here.
I'm literally telling you right now, if you don't
Okay.
throw the fish
I'm gonna-
back in,
I'm gonna
you're never
tell-
gonna catch that other one.
I'm
the
gonna-
big one.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's how it works.
Says the man who has the marlin. Okay, fine, you have your marlin. That's fine.
But
I'm just catching bass
how
right now.
that
and I gotta
happened? How that happened?
eat.
Like literally, I went 6 years with no relationship, and I wasn't looking for
I'm
a
a-
female
well, okay.
companionship.
Okay, let me tell
You
let
know
me
what I
tell
mean?
you
I get it, I
the
get it.
background of this. Why guys think this way. A girl that is hot is like easier sex because that's what guys want. You want to have sex, you want to have a kid, right? So girls that are hot and are easy, that's what you want because that's a way for you to reach your goal of like hooking up. But a girl that is not like that and is long-term relationship is harder to get. So that girl being hot is like more incentive for you to go after them, whether you know it subconsciously or you know it that they are or not. But if they're projecting that they are easier,
You see
that's what you go after because that's
if you
for you to
like
hit
her,
that goal.
It's the
if-
power of
if-
sex again.
no,
guys.
no,
You
if you like
they're
her,
using
then
it to hook you.
you need to find
basically,
something that you like.
That's what
Okay,
I'm saying. I'm just saying that guys are attracted to hot women because they're putting it out there as like that. This is that they're willing to hook up.
and
Which does
is it benefiting your time? All that
Well-
time spent on those girls. It's better.
You know, just
Oh,
because
you
a
get
girl,
pussy.
no, just because a girl's a hoe doesn't mean that she doesn't have something good to offer. You know, like I'm telling you, like I've had. Remember when I told you just a couple minutes earlier that some of my best friends are hoes? It's true because I get to experience a fun, exciting part of life with them. Like
Okay.
it motivates me to go out and try something new, like on a date. It motivates me to open my mind to a way of thinking.
Yeah,
that I
okay.
don't
Use them
normally
as
think.
practice, so you get
Yes,
so you learn all the crazy
you're
shit
building
so
experience
for your
points. You're
get
building
the EXP. So then, when you level up high enough to have a wife, then you have all the crazy stuff.
He's absolutely
oh my God.
right. You know
Guys,
what I mean?
how
Like,
long are you gonna level up? You guys are fucking how old?
Well,
Time's ticking.
I guess, yeah. Well, you can either there's two ways of looking at it.
This
You
is
can
the
either
one-
get them young and they're with you for life, or you
You guys
Bro,
are
that's what happened with
like race horses. You guys you guys aren't seeing what's on your sides right now. You guys are just looking straight ahead. Pussy. No,
I'm not even looking at that
No,
anymore.
it's not.
I'm just saying
It just
that,
happens to come a little easier.
no,
than
no.
the
You see
than
that?
the
That's what
other.
I'm saying. You're open to it easier. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I wanted that, and that's what was happening. But now I don't want that. So I'm not
if
even
you,
hooking up with
allow
anyone
yourself to not
because
be as open to
I'm looking
it,
for someone that's
you are-
right.
it's like saying
So you have
how
to like
can you make
focus on
how can
like,
you make room
your-
in your life for something that has no room in your life? You don't have enough room in your life for this thing because you have to get rid of something else to make room for it.
So like pretend like your wife is there, and then there's like these sluts trying to get in your way. You have to kind of push them out of your way to get to her.
Yeah, and then
Because,
literally,
like, they're
Obviously,
there.
It's not guaranteed that
because
you'll ever get
because
there.
you're getting
But here's the
sidetracked. No,
I
I'm saying
guarantee-
if you keep getting
I
sidetracked,
can give you
won't make it
100% guarantee that you can get her.
Yeah.
I can give you 100% guarantee.
How?
One secret.
Okay. Semen retention. Because then you're not fucking the sluts.
That's
You
part of
told-
it.
You know what happens? You know what happens?
Right?
You know what happens? All that energy,
Yeah.
okay, you focus it on yourself. All these people that became successful.
Oh yeah, hoes
This
are only good at
energy-
making you realize you don't want a hoe. That's what my brother said.
Yeah, smart, wise words, AA Ram.
He's married, so
Here's the point, okay? The point. What the fuck was I saying?
sorry.
All those successful people, they use semen. The energy from semen retention is insane. I'm literally telling you, your mind is gonna do anything it can to get it out, right? But if you keep yourself busy, you will literally have the energy to wake up early in the morning, eat healthy, work out, do a bunch of extra shit in your life, like a fucking podcast, a YouTube, working with the company. You know, like you can literally do whatever it will give you the energy to do everything and anything you want in the world.
All right, I'm gonna try this starting
because you're not paying attention to other things, so your mind
Your
is focused.
testosterone is,
And then
in the 70. Here's exactly what happens. In the 74 days, your testosterone is building. You're gonna notice the energy building. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Monday.
And then after day 74, once
Right.
once your
Okay,
body
yeah.
reabsorbs all that dead sperm cells, by day 90, that's when you are going to
Does this
hit.
include sex? Like, it means you can't have sex in the
Okay,
You
now let me
can,
tell you something else.
you can't release.
But let me tell you something. Well, give me a sec. Let me say
What
it.
the
Let me
fuck? So
say
you
it.
can have
This is
sex?
the magical part.
You
This
gotta,
is the
like,
really magical
Because it's
part.
still in you.
You gotta call it what's it called?
It's called non-ejaculatory orgasms.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something.
I've heard
It
of
will
these.
it will
Yeah, I've heard of the
intensify
real thing,
your
dog.
sexual relations by 10 times.
Mhm.
You will make it will intensify your sex by 10 times.
It sounds like a good promise.
It
sign.
is, bro. Literally, you're gonna be alpha, man. You're never gonna. You literally put like, you know the Kegel. You know the Kegel.
Yeah.
You need to start practicing the Kegel. Like when you hold your pee, you know, when you make your penis bounce up and down, that movement. You need to practice that muscle. Okay.
Cock push-ups. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even do cock holds. Do the holds. Like hold them for 20-second bursts. Okay. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
I'm telling you that at a point, once you strengthen that muscle enough, that is what's gonna, like, literally, this is the only way this will happen. You are gonna have an orgasm while you're holding your ejaculation, and it's gonna fucking be so it's gonna be it's so hard to stop it. But if you do Kegels every day, okay, and as you build up your testosterone, and hopefully we'll show you some stuff to do during the day, like bouncing.
Okay.
No. This is a way for blood
We
flowing.
just became roommates.
No, he's not gonna do shit to you, man. It's like,
your
here,
balls a little
do you
bit.
feel this? Cough real quick, you know?
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna do shit like that.
Imagine that's the weirdest thing.
It's because you gotta remember, bro, this is sacred. This is your root chakra.
Yeah.
Your
this is the
energy,
chakra.
your energy flows from bottom to up. Okay? This is the cause. The root chakra, what corrupts the root chakra is fear.
Mhm.
You know? So trust me, this is super powerful. This is super powerful. This motherfucking shit right here is fucking strong. You know?
Yeah.
But fucking
It's crazy.
yeah.
But I mean,
It's super powerful, bro. So you use that shit, you do proper things, like if you don't touch your dick enough, it's gonna start shriveling up.
so you have to keep it engaged.
Yeah,
but not
so
like,
every morning and every night you fucking grab your shit, and while you're in bed, right? You're in bed and you fucking you do a prayer to God. Okay? You tell God, you think, you hold it, bro. You hold it. You say, thank you, God, for giving me these.
I am
Bro,
grateful
this.
for
Imagine
this.
guys without balls. Imagine guys who can't have kids. Imagine, you know, like guys who don't have balls. They're not men anymore. They don't have testosterone running through them. You know, like we are blessed to even be alive, to have a functioning genitalia, to one day procreate. To, you know,
Mhm.
this is
Yeah, I like
responsible.
my balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so every day, in the morning and night in your bed, if you hold your balls and like you make a little prayer, it basically gives your genitals the contact that is needed for it to stay alive.
Is that why it hurts so much when you get hit in the balls? Because like,
No, that's
Like
because of
the-
testicles, man.
yeah, no, I know, but think about it. It causes you a lot of pain, so you're always trying to protect your balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
That
know
shit-
what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
That's
You
why,
need to
that's
protect
why you
your
have to have
balls.
Also, if you
strong
don't do it though,
pain
you're,
receptors there because they're so important. Right?
yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like the most important thing on your body.
Yeah.
Your ears don't even have.
All right, guys,
pain
I'm
receptors.
gonna try Monday.
Okay.
It's like
Try
numb.
Monday.
Yeah.
Shoot
I'll
my
probably-
ear. I won't even feel it.
Yeah.
I'll probably go as far as like Tuesday.
Like 2 days, like a day and a half.
No, it's
See what
honestly,
you can do.
and the thing is, it's a journey, man. You know, it's not something that you're deciding to stop and then you stop. It usually doesn't happen like that.
Yeah,
It's a journey you fight and you learn.
Yeah, but,
You-
you know.
Literally, when you have a wet dream, when guys have a wet dream, it is a byproduct of their mental configuration. So let's say you watch porn, right? You're an avid porn user or something. Once you stop watching porn, you might start having some wet dreams because you're craving that type of, and what that is healthy. Try to stop yourself. Like in your dream, you can stop yourself. You'll wake yourself up. But
oh no, I'm gonna get laid.
No, not to get laid.
Semen
The coming
retention.
part. Because
No, but in your head.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But it's
like,
also-
oh no, this girl's too hot for me.
I've stopped myself from wet dreams.
How? How do you know you're conscious during a dream?
No, like even in the dream, I didn't want to come, so I'm like stop, and I woke up like holding it in,
You're like, it was terrible. This fucking girl was just blowing me in my dream.
Yeah,
I was,
what a nightmare! Oh my god,
so many of them.
but
so many. So many
they were
girls.
too attractive.
I couldn't stop them.
so
Fucking
many
Pamela
dicks.
Anderson.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Yeah, it is hot in here.
yeah, it gets like that.
It gets-
It be like that sometimes. But yeah, man. The point is,
Right.
Don't jerk it. Got it.
It's it's very
try-
weird. It's like it for as
because
as
it gives you such a clarity, bro. You will start feeling better in every aspect, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually.
Well, I'm like on day 6 right now, and I'm like still thinking about girls, and like when I see them and I talk to them and stuff, but I'm not like actively trying to like. I don't know.
You
it
don't
feels
see them
different.
as like things as much anymore. Material. Like,
It's not as an important part of my day to be like checking out women. I'm using that energy to other things.
it's
That's
super
what
powerful,
basically
man.
is like the point. I'm.
You know how every time you jerk off, you feel tired. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Imagine instead of feeling tired.
Yeah.
And some guys they need it before they sleep. Like you feel like I have too much energy. I need to sleep. You're right. Imagine
Yeah.
you let that shit build up. You have this crazy energy, bro.
So you can't sleep.
You're just up, bro.
You don't even need to sleep at a point. You're
You
just
need to
sleeping
sleep.
for 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day. You're up like a fucking jackhammer.
Yeah.
What coffee? I got semen retention energy. I got fucking
the
ball
energy's
energy,
rolling
sperm
over
energy.
from the
That
last
coffee
day.
earlier was good though.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. I make that coffee, bro.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
True, yeah, right? Gesundheit.
Yeah. Well, that was
This was an interesting conversation, huh?
yeah, and I mean
And I'll start with the number 23.
23.
because Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, and you
Greatest.
can be too if you have his drive and you get his drive.
Michael Jordan, I wonder if he jerked it or not. Like,
I'm sure he's.
I get-
semen
Yeah,
retention
yeah.
for sure.
Sport guys, they try to, they know that it makes you like slower, weaker,
I wonder if they covered
Right.
that in the Last Dance.
Bro,
Ooh.
Did
I
you
don't know.
jerk it, MJ?
Right.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
when you watch Mike Tyson in the ring, right? He like literally, you can tell how
That's what we
strong.
had. We had an espresso.
We had Nescafe, American coffee. Hov had it black. He had 3 sugar, and I had it with vegan creamer.
Wow, we all had our coffee differently.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan.
Oh.
But basically, when you see Mike Tyson in the ring, right? This guy, the presence that he has, you can feel his presence. Like literally, it's like looking at a caveman.
Imagine like a DBZ character and his aura's like.
When you look at Mike Tyson in
Yeah.
the ring, like at his prime, it's like looking at a caveman fighting a boxer. You get what I mean? This guy's primal. He has primal instincts. The other guy's thinking way too much. Mike Tyson, he's there. He's present.
in the moment. Oh,
He's
yeah,
in the
I get you.
moment. He's saturated in the moment is him. It's not even he is in the moment. The moment has become him. Where he walks, that's where the moment is.
Oh, my brother brings up an interesting question here. He says, MJ smoked a full cigar before every playoff game. Explain that. I can't explain that. Remember?
Big dick energy.
Yeah, well, that. But me and Chris, when we were working out, we used to work out like 3 hours a day, like 6 days a week.
We used to smoke hookah before,
hookah
after,
and weed,
and
before
weed.
and after.
Yeah.
No dip in performance. We go
We
ham
actually
the whole
go
time.
more ham. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be like, I feel like they're like, how can you smoke hookah and then work out? And like,
And not
don't you
only
have, like,
smoke
no
hookah and work
energy?
out, also you're high during that time.
Yeah. And like, how do you do that without it affecting you? And I was like, we just did it because
First of all,
our
tunnel
whole-
vision.
Yeah, our whole goal was to work out, and nothing else was thinking us. So it didn't matter what was going on before. When we went to the gym, we were there to work out.
It's
so,
all mindset.
So he's
mindset.
smoking the cigar to relax himself,
Yeah.
and then during the game, he's all about
He's
the game.
fucking laser
That's
focused. Cigar. He's literally excluding all the thoughts. He's literally relaxing.
He's
Just
just
one
being
puff at a
present,
time.
to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's from my experience. That's how it was for us.
You know, they have a debate online who's the best Michael of all time. Is it Michael Jordan? Is it Mike Tyson? Or is it Michael Jackson? Like
Wow, the three Michaels.
Yeah, I saw that debate online. I've seen some good arguments.
They've called Muhammad Ali the best of all time too. So
I don't know. It's a different
Greatest of
style,
all
right?
time?
Like it's a different style.
well,
It's
it's
like saying,
completely different style.
who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan? It's like, well, what's your criteria for greatness? You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's not a bad player. A lot of people hate him, but LeBron James is definitely somebody who's like very successful.
He's the player of our generation. You know?
I think so.
Yeah, no, he definitely
Yeah.
is.
Like I feel like basketball, especially, has this torchbearer. Like for example,
Oh yeah,
They
it
keep
was,
passing
like
the
he's the
torches.
guy.
yeah, like it
to
was
different
originally
generations.
like
Yeah.
I'm counting from Dr. J on, right? I know there's other ones before him, but
Mhm.
I go from Dr. J to Magic and Larry, and then to Michael Jordan, and then to Kobe and Tim Duncan. You know, and then you have, and then now it's LeBron, and then one day it's going to be either Kevin Durant or like Steph Curry. You know,
Yeah.
like
Somebody. Yeah. Exactly.
LeBron's the current torchbearer. He's
They're
the
gonna
current,
be the NBA. Like
Yeah.
the NBA
Yeah.
is this guy.
Yeah.
Like like
Yeah.
he embodies the spirit of the
They-
sport.
The Chinese people, they consider America to be the NBA.
what do you mean?
Any people in America, they're the best at what they do, and if you want to be the best at what you do, you have to go to America. People in China, they look at America. You know what they call?
They're the JV. We're the varsity.
Do you-
They bring back
You know what they call America in China? They call it beautiful country.
the translation.
The translation is beautiful country. They call China middle country. They call their own shit worse than they call our place.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they consider America to be like the NBA. If you're going to America, you're going
You're
to
going
be
to the big leagues.
Yeah,
you go
it's a-
there to be successful.
yeah.
Well, that's the American dream, right? Like that's.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
just funny because an Asian comedian. I'm literally quoting an Asian comedian. I'm
Oh,
using
okay.
his stuff
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Okay. Yeah.
What was his name?
I mean, that's what it was like for my grandparents. They came from Mexico. They had this dream of starting a better life in America, and they did it.
No, but like they call it the America the NBA in China. That's what he's saying. You know that they consider this America to be the NBA.
Well, the NBA is like my favorite sport. I think, so.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Right.
funny. You know,
Yeah,
I was
no,
amused by the fact that that's like that.
Yeah. They're the NCAA. We're the NBA.
Yeah, the NBA players seem to get the most attention.
We're the all stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to get the most attention online. And
Oh
from
yeah.
media.
Oh yeah.
They make a lot of money, dude. Some sports like soccer, notorious for having like underpaid athletes. Like you'd
Yeah.
imagine some of these guys are making a lot of money. Bro, the average basketball player probably makes more money than the average soccer player. And those guys are playing with way bigger budgets and there's way more money in the sport. But America and stuff is ridiculous in terms of like how much money they make and stuff, Oh yeah. Watch out. Yeah, so I mean,
That seemed like pretty good, huh?
yeah.
It's been 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
We had
So-
a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit 2 hours like 5 minutes ago.
No way.
So yeah, special episode 23.
Interesting conversation.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Edmund.
Yeah, we're here doing it live, and so I think we're gonna end the podcast here. You guys know where to find us, and you'll have all the information
Delivered to you right now. Thanks for
soon-
tuning in, guys.
Okay,
We
cool.
have the outro.
We have an outro also that's like pre-made. That basically.
You have it?
Yeah, I was gonna take one more.
Oh yeah, go for it, man. I thought.
Here you go.
No, go for it. Go for it. All right, we finished that.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're only left on the live, guys.
Yeah. Official podcast over.
Official podcast is over, so this is all background stuff you guys are seeing, mano a mano stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm really not gonna masturbate starting Monday. A little bit. See how long I go.
I suggest you work out. Do
Mhm.
push, because I'm telling you, if you don't get that you need to get energy out of you every day.
Yeah.
Or else it's gonna
Overcome you.
That's what you said.
that's why
Undercome you.
Okay, this is episode 23.
I'm gonna read some of these Twitch comments. Let's see. Yo, hello, yo. Which camera are you guys using? It sucks at 420p. This is my phone camera, front facing phone. Oh, it says it already.
Yeah.
Phones, I agree with Chris. Oh, about doing with energy. Check Whisper Hove. You apparently couldn't go wrong with oil. Look, a couple weeks ago. Carol motherfucking Baskin. Casa de Papel. Casa de Papel.
Yeah.
Whispers on the top right. What is this? What's Whisper? Politics is
Whispers
bullshit.
basically like a DM. He just DM'd me.
Take it from someone whose education is in government. He's like, politics is bullshit. Take it from a guy in politics. You know?
Yeah, he literally works in politics and government. So he's like, it's all bullshit. It's all paperwork. That's what he means. Like,
It's a facade. It's just to make people
it's
feel
all
okay.
paperwork
Yeah.
to get things
It's like,
pushed, basically.
hey guys, it's okay. We're doing this is happening. There's a clan Eichel trial about to go to phase 3 for a COVID-19 vaccine, and the chair of the company directing it all is an Armenian guy. Oh, nice. Oh, clinical. Yeah. I'm convinced that life don't give a fuck who you are. Oh. You guys should make another screen to change to during this time that says you'll be right back and mutes audio. I can if I had my cam.
If I had my camera, remember how we had like the "we'll be right back" screen and the transition screen
I'm
and
sure
the background.
You can't do it with your phone. That doesn't happen with phones.
No, because I have the special app on my thing that connects to the Twitch account that lets me do all the transitions and the music, and like I can even like have, you know, when we were talking about something, I could have put an image up of it, or you know.
The average MLS player makes like $75,000 a year. That's literally nothing compared to MLB, NFL, NBA. That's what I said.
It's not. It's like so little. It's crazy.
All right, guys. So, yeah, I believe that's it for today. We had a good pod in. So, this is an episode, as we said, that was it happened to just disappear off the laptop, off our records.
Yeah. I think it was good
so
that episode disappeared.
Was it that one?
I think it was the most controversial episode we could ever release.
Was it that one?
Yeah, it was that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, did you check the back half of it?
No, I didn't check, but for sure it is, because the other ones aren't that, right?
Or it was 16.
We also lost that one.
Yeah. We've lost episode 16. We've lost episode 23. We've had to redo those episodes.
Well, yeah, we just did 23 right now, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
But we've already done 27 as well, you know?
Yeah.
So we went back for 23.
Because we need to release that.
And we did it with a live. Anytime we mess up, we're just going to do a live and do it, you know?
Do it every Friday.
The computer's eating it, man. I don't know what to do.
Like weird, but it happens, I guess.
All right, so thanks, guys, for tuning in. The podcast was already done a while ago. The outro is in the original podcast. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, any of those major ones. We stream live every Friday, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. And
we'll see you soon.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, special guest Edmund.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Hey, end this shit. And
okay.
And
that's a wrap.